Hey everyone, Steve here. Thanks for tuning in to our Election Day special where we feature an album done by a guy who did a January 6th. Stay tuned till the end to check out my new single, Incompatibility, now available on Bandcamp, Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, Amazon Music, and more. Head on over to my website, killrockmusic.com. That's KILRAVOCK music.com, and then check out the tab that I've created for the Incompatibility / Working Class Hero single. Thanks.
Yeah, everybody else is all fucked up doing it, and you're like, God damn it.
The Def Leppard one was, oh my god.
The greatest band to ever exist. Motherfuckers can do more with one hand than motherfuckers could do with four. Greatest musician of all time.
Oh, trust me, I breached that subject. I said something to the effect like, he lost an arm and no one noticed.
Yeah. That's fucking true. They did Ghost released a song with Joe Elliott or whatever, the lead singer. And it was a fucking... Okay, so the video was Joe Elliott in a pub in England singing the Ghost song on karaoke. And people were like, yeah. And they released it, and then it quietly just went away because it was basically him just singing over the top of Tobias. It was like somebody doing the quality was good, but it was like somebody just doing karaoke while the words were still like they just never took the words out of it. And all the Ghost fans were like, fuck Def Leppard, dude. What the fuck are you doing right now? And Tobias was like, sorry, everybody. My bad.
I'm surprised that album went diamond and people still love them because I could not think of a redeeming aspect of that album.
Which one?
Pyromania.
It was...
So no joke, I actually do have some attachment to that.
Well, please, we can always use bonus material.
Yeah, because the people up the block of my parents decided to let babysit us who ate dogs and built hot rods and whatnot, and that's not some J.D. Vance shit. They actually animals would disappear in the yard. Anyways, my mom thought it would be cool to let them babysit us once. But so the brother, older brother, I don't know, he's 17 or 18, his name was Richie, and he had a deformity on his face. This half of his face was really deformed and miscolored. So he got picked on a lot in the neighborhood, but he was the nicest fucking guy in the world. So I went down to his room, and it was Joe Dirt Dude. He had Def Leppard posters. This is when I was a kid, too, but he had posters, just, your typical, stoner fucking metalhead room. And so, I mean, as far as metal, aside from, if you want to call Def Leppard metal, I mean...
Yeah.
That was, my first real, introduction to, being in a stoner, metalhead's, room. What's that smell? That was and Pyromania, that was what is that? I'm an average, ordinary, everyday dude riding with my lady together in the nude. And I was like, what? I was like, huh. I was like, damn. He's like, it's about setting stuff on fire. And I was like, that's pretty cool. He's like, you like fire? And I was like, yeah, I do.
Have you ever seen Twin Peaks? Do you like fire, little boy?
Yeah.
Oh, what's the name of this album?
The Glorious Burden.
Are you fucking kidding me?
That's what I call my dick. The Glorious Burden. Damn, dude. That's a curse.
The Glorious Burden. Oh my god. Fucking shoot me.
Oh, he would. He would shoot you.
Yeah, probably.
Don't worry, I'm not bringing any bad albums out for next season. Third season, though, I'm probably going to drop some really big stinkers.
Oh, I got an idea for you. That's going to fucking be divisive as fuck. Okay. You're going to be like, just hear me out on this one, though. Okay. So the Insane Clown Posse. They had what was the first 6 Jokers cards, right? And it was supposed to be when the final card comes out, it's the end of all time and space, everything will be revealed. So you get to the last album. The last album is very different sounding. It's actually probably one of their best albums. And I know that may not be saying a lot to some people, but if you give it a chance and listen to it, you'll be like, oh, the guy's actually pretty good. It's more talented than I was aware of. But they get to the last album, or the last song on the album, it's called The Unveiling. And they name off all the previous 5 Joker cards, and they're like, well, time's up. Guess we should tell him. And Jay's like, yep, guess we should tell him. So he starts going into this like mellow rock song, and they're telling you this shit's unfolded. It's time to tell you the truth about what Shangri-La is and what the Dark Carnival is. And the line is, truth is we followed God. He's always been behind us. The carnival is God, and may all juggalos find it. And they're in the background going, we're not sorry if we tricked you. We don't care what happens now. And I literally remember going outside and breaking all my ICP CDs and burning my shit in the driveway because I was so goddamn mad. But it was actually a double album. They didn't tell you that. They give you hints to it. That was if you go to Heaven, this is what it's supposed to be. The counterpart to it was an album called Hell's Pit. And he mentions it in the album. He goes, but if you really want to hear the fucking Devil's Exhibit, the shit's called Hell's Pit. Run out and get it. And Hell's Pit is, oh, well, you're bad now. This is what fucking happened to you. This is your living hell. And it was a really fucking, really good, but super divisive. And they painted themselves into a corner because literally everything after that is hot fucking ass juice. If you think ICP sucks to begin with, it gets worse after 2001. Like, there's nothing credible in the catalog at all. I mean, yeah, like, you could do a whole fucking... I would love to come talk about that because they get so much hate. But I could point you to songs where metalheads, country people, just about any type of music you like, there's some prog rock in there sprinkled in. Like, no bullshit. You'd listen to it and go, you know, I wouldn't go out. Are you
fucking kidding? I'm looking at the track list. Sorry.
For what?
It's the fucking album we're about to listen to.
I'm getting my notes ready, and I'm hating every second of it.
I know nothing. I have intentionally not. I could not pick out an Iced Earth song if I like.
I don't know Ice Earth. Let's start
the episode.
Yeah, let's get into this. I'm gonna.
I got shit to say because I don't actually nothing.
I got something to say.
I brought in a bag, so I'm the white trash portion of this show. Oh, I'm always the white trash portion of the show. God damn it.
It's really good for how cheap it is. It's like
yeah. Dude, I got a fucking. It's Jack.
Oh yeah, the pumpkin ale. Nice.
Pumpkin
yeah.
Shit. And I brought a fucking me. It's pretty good.
How's your vagina? You know.
It's not as good. This doesn't squeeze as well into it as my IPA does. But you know, or my
Don't include any part where we mention a specific product in the in any of the bonus recordings because we're not getting paid.
Yep. So like I'm drinking it, but they don't pay me to. Not yet.
Well, lately I've just been doing this kind of stuff.
Yeah, or beep it out.
Kind of things.
Yeah.
Like
I'll just mention no brand names. Yeah, because fuck that. If I ain't giving you no money, then fuck them.
All right, everybody shut up for a second.
Right.
No. Theme song here. Everybody to this special Election Day episode of Side 1, Side B with Dave and Steve. I'm Steve.
And I'm Dave.
And we have two guests joining us for today's album. Go ahead and introduce yourself, guys.
Okay, he's doing something.
Point at each other at the same time.
Yeah, all right. My name's Sean, and I've never listened to any Ice Earth before. And I'm about to kick Steve in the nuts.
I'm stoned and I'm getting really at him right now. Well, I'm at him and I'm getting... Yeah. That's a good intro for me.
Yeah, probably better than
just sucked in a mouthful of banana.
What do you guys know about January 6th?
Oh, man.
I know that guy from Mr. Show got arrested.
Yeah. So, I mean, pretty fucking... I don't know. I'm not necessarily a huge fan of the government, but like, pretty dark day if you ask me. Like, I'm all about like, and I know there's a difference of opinion. People say, well, why are your reasons to like want to overthrow the government any better than their reasons? I could give you a million reasons, but that's not what this show's about. I'm sorry, but like, you're treasonous pieces of shit, and I'm better than you in every way, and I can prove it mathematically.
That's
so, you know,
I'm not morally opposed to storming the Capitol and stopping a proceeding. I'm morally opposed for the reason they stormed the Capitol and stopped the proceedings.
Yeah.
It would be cool if people stormed the Capitol to stop a war or to give everyone free health care or something like that. To install a dictator, not so much.
Yeah.
I'm all about holding them accountable. Like, this isn't like, even the certain Mango Mussolini, like, I wouldn't want him hung in the street. I wouldn't want harm done to him. I want you to pay for what you did. Like, the justice system, not like mob rules and shit. And that's what they wanted. And I'm just not with that. Like, I think there's better ways to handle stuff and make an example out of somebody. Like, guess what? You have to work at McDonald's now, dude. That's what you have to do. We're gonna make you work there, and we're gonna make you suffer like everybody else. And there you go. Like, that feels like a little bit of justice to me.
Make you give people equal eye? Like he did.
I like that Trump thought that they grabbed the fries with their hands to put them in the carton.
But you're not supposed to do that? Uh-oh.
Oh, that's why you got fired from McDonald's.
I heard from a guy, big, strong guy, beautiful guy, with a bit that was, he was hung like a horse. That it was a beautiful day on January 6th, and it was a perfect. And he was just there for a speech. It was just for, no accountability whatsoever.
So, you have huge hands. You're always bragging about how big his hands are.
Yeah.
Nope.
But he looks like a Cheeto, and he's got short baby hands, little baby hands.
No, listen, they're not small. They're not small. Have you seen Kamala? Kamala's hands are just huge. So next to them, they just look really tiny, but they're massive. They're massive. My wife loves them.
From my perspective, I had a lovely day on January 6th, because while that was happening, me and Dana were getting hot dogs from Foma Hot Dog, and shout out to Mick. I hope he brings that the truck back someday.
I think we do need to consider the fact that January 6th was really funny. You had that guy in the buffalo helmet thing. You had that old lady holding the flag with the shit-eating grin. You had that guy climbing the wall and falling. You had that guy looking up at the sky, foaming at the mouth. You had that guy tase himself in the balls and have a heart attack and die.
And if you're a metalhead, possibly the funniest, the subject of today's special episode, John Schaefer of Iced Earth.
Wait, I thought it was on John Taffer. This isn't the bar rescue episode?
No, not today.
Oh, fuck. I was sure that guy was probably January 6th, too, though. He was like, you could do this better. Let me show you. I'm going to bring in my team and show you how to insurrection. Yeah. Way, way better than what you guys are doing right now.
Ariel Pink, an indie pop guy, was at January 6th, too. I don't think he made it into the Capitol itself, though. I don't know if he got arrested or not. I just remember people talking about that.
Well,
I couldn't name an Ariel Pink song, but hey.
I think John is the guy that I know best that got caught in January 6th, because I was an Iced Earth fan when I was a teenager. Yeah.
Oh, no, I fucking was trying not to cough to death because I burped. No, that was just a weird old guy noise. It's fine. No.
When I discovered Iced Earth, I was really into Metallica, Megadeth, Anthrax, Slayer, Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, blah, blah, blah. And what Iced Earth early on kind of were is they were power metal with a thrash metal flair, which I really liked at the time. I think I've outgrown them, because I stopped listening to them in 2010 when he put out his garbage Sons of Liberty project, which is just this libertarian fucking wet dream where here I'll read you guys some song titles from this, because it's libertarian cliche of the album. We got Jekyll Island, which, they don't like the Fed for some reason. Like, I don't understand why, because capitalism would have failed like 20 million times by now if they didn't have the Fed. And I'm not endorsing it. Like, they're right that it's corrupt, but it's like, why are you against it?
Yeah.
Don't tread on me, because, everybody has to have a No Step on Snake song. False Flag, Our Dying Republic, Indentured Servitude, Tree of Liberty. And what's funny is that's from the Jefferson quote. It's like, oh, the Tree of Liberty needs to be cleansed with the blood of tyrants and patriots. It's its natural manure. And it's like, and then Stalin kills a few landlords and they get all mad about it.
No, dude, Tree of Liberty is about weed.
It should be. This should be about weed.
Indentured servitude, though, is so funny because what's that joke? To a libertarian, everything is slavery except for slavery itself, which is fine. The fact that I can't inject heroin while flying my own airplane with no air traffic control tower is literally slavery.
Yeah, see, I'm all about the heroin and the flying the plane until, like, you know, the flying the plane part. Yeah, you're going to fuck somebody else in the process. You shooting a heroin until you're fucking foaming at the mouth on your kitchen floor. I'm fine with that, John. Like, go ahead. Why don't you do that? You should have done that January 6th. Not the dying part. I'm not telling anybody to unalive themselves by any means.
Go fuck yourself.
And then, of course, it closes out with a song called "We the People" because, you know, everybody's got to have a "We the People" song.
Yeah, he can go fuck himself.
They had no idea that Statler and Waldorf were going to be on the show today. We're like, fuck him. I hope he dies.
You know, I said this in the last one I was on, and I can say it again. We don't have to do this. We really don't have to do this. We could pretend like we did.
But we're going to.
Yeah.
I bet if I didn't listen to it, I would say probably the same things.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm with you. I was like, before I came on, I was like, I wonder if I could convince him that he's just such a treasonous douche that we really shouldn't we really shouldn't even talk about him. But like, you know what we should do? You should go back and edit this shit. And what's the guy's name?
John Shaver.
John Shaver? We should just
John
call him
Shaver.
John Shaver. Or Joan Shaver. We should just completely mispronounce his name every time. Ice Birch was the name of the band. Is that what we're calling it?
Tim
now?
Schaffer?
Tim Schaffer.
Tim Schafer made some video games I like.
I said Schaffer, not
Schaffer,
Schaefer.
okay, yeah.
I like Tim Schafer too. That's why I didn't
Tim
say it.
Shafter.
Just to
How
finish
many
up
times?
just to finish up this bit on Sons of Liberty. Fortunately, Wayback Machine archived his website because he was trying to make this thing into a big movement, and then he released this mediocre album around it. Like, me and Dave listened to about, I don't know, half of it while we were waiting for the band to show up before practice, and it sounds like Iced Earth songs that weren't good enough for Iced Earth.
It was boring.
Yeah.
I can't name anything
I had
about
a big
them.
movement earlier.
And then, of course,
It's a lot better than this shit, I guarantee you.
and then you get to his website here. It's fucking some Web 1.0 shit here, and then we got Brush Fires of the Mind, which is the name of the album.
Jesus.
Fucking brilliant. And it's like, remain objective and trust your gut instinct. Embrace the truth, regardless of how disturbing it might be. Assemble, coordinate, and get involved. Actually, all things I agree with.
My gut instinct says I should go to his house and burn bags of human feces on his doorstep. That's my first instinct, but
Well, while he was in jail, people threw feces at him, so.
Really?
Yeah.
that's probably why he turned informant. He's like, you know, I took a lot of shit for just being in a band called Ice, but this is the first time I ever taken literal shit. So that's not as much fun.
And that is why he narked.
Yep.
And then, of course, it's got links to some great resources here, like Alex Jones' Infowars,
Oh, fuck you.
Jones' Prison Planet,
Fuck you.
Continental Congress 2009,
You fucking kidding me?
The Golden Jackass,
Well, yes, he is.
We the People Foundation,
Oh, my God.
and of course, a nice little preview of things to come. Oath Keepers, Guardians of the Republic, which is also archived.
I bet if you read through that whole list again, we could fucking, off the top of our head, like a top 20 list, just read one and, like, we'll name what it does. Like, it's a product. Like, just give me a random one.
The Silver Bear Cafe.
The Silver Bear Cafe is a nonprofit organization to help racist people cure their vitiligo.
What does the Reality Zone homepage do?
The Reality Zone homepage, it lets you know where everybody who's not white lives around you, like a predator, like a child predator map. So you go Mexican, Burmese, like so that way you know. So like people like him don't move into the neighborhood, you know.
It's how JD Vance tracked the immigrants.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
In Springfield.
Bingo. That's how he knows what he knows.
And then there's plenty of documentaries here to check out, like The Obama Deception, Endgame,
That's a band name, The Obama Deception, right there.
Zeitgeist, the movie,
Change my band's name again.
9/11, Loose Change.
Dude, that's a fucking great band name.
Loose change.
there is a death metal band now called 9/11, only worse.
That's a great name.
Yeah. I'm like, hats off to him for that one.
We got asked to combine shows once because the venue got canceled the show, and they asked to combine with the show we had going on that night. And if somebody from this band hears it, I'm not trashing them because I never heard your band, but it was called Toxic Tampon Holocaust. And I was like, I'm not booking that. I was like, I'm not doing that. I don't even know how to market that. Facebook's not going to let me put that up. Like, I'm going to get flagged in so many different ways for that. I would love to work with you guys, but I can't. Props for creativity, though. Like, that's bold strategy, Cotton.
Remember when? Just abbreviate it. Like, do not the the first letters. Like, TSOL is True Sounds of Liberty.
Yeah. Maybe secretly, or maybe not so secretly. I just didn't want to book a band called Toxic Tampon Holocaust.
I remember you telling me one time you had to shut a band down because they were doing fucking Heil Hitlers on stage once.
Yeah.
Why'd you do that, Steve?
They were told not to do it, and they went to go do it anyways, and they'll deny it to this day. But yeah, I literally walked over and just turned the amps off, and I was like, I fucking told you. Like, free speech is fine, and I know, well, that's not free speech, but guess what? I was a private entity running a business on my fucking stage, so guess what? I don't give a shit about your First Amendment's right. I said do and say whatever you want, but no fucking Nazi bullshit. And you immediately went, oh, well, fuck him, so, yeah, no, I don't have to adhere to...
That. You're right. Free speech is protected, but it's also, like, you can't just say whatever you want.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you still have to, like, because he was in your establishment. It doesn't work that way.
Yep.
It's like all those fucking people that are like, I have the right to say what I want. You have the right to say whatever you want. Just get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah.
Like,
there's consequences to free speech.
Yeah.
Memphis, I don't know if he made the quote. I'm sure you heard it somewhere, but Memphis was the first person I heard say, Dad, and he's like 15, I think, at the time. He goes, free speech don't come with a dental plan. And I was like, fucking right, kid. True shit right there. Like, say what you want, but I own this shit, so you can't say it here.
Well, it's like, by that logic, I can't kick somebody out of my house for saying things I don't like.
Yeah.
Like,
well, it's like,
you haven't kicked me out yet.
You can't be arrested. You can't be arrested for throwing up a Heil Hitler, but you can certainly be kicked out of a bar.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Free speech. He can do it, but he's gonna get kicked out or asked probably not to come back.
Man, he's looking even more rough now. Look at him.
Yeah,
how'd you get fatter in prison? Fuck?
Let's transition over to just in time for this podcast. So we'd like to thank friend of the pod, John Schaefer, for putting this out just in time for us to record this. But he's apologized for his behavior that day. According to this Blabbermouth article, John Schaefer on his involvement in the U.S. Capitol riot. I was wrong, and I made a terrible mistake.
Okay.
I'm convinced.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. I profoundly regret my actions on January 6, 2021. I haven't been a perfect man, but for a majority of my life, I've been a productive man, and I have tried to live my life with integrity and a disciplined work ethic. I deeply love our country and the founding principles that have inspired people from all over the world to look at the USA as a beacon of hope for all humanity.
Boring.
Having traveled the world for 30 years...
By the way, John Schaefer, not in the room. That was Steve.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, dude.
I know
I asked him to come, but he didn't show up.
I know the impersonation was flawless, but he's not here.
Do you really want to give this guy your address?
I did. I gave him Steve's address.
I figured he'd be here because when was the last time somebody actually asked him to come and didn't force him to? Or whatever, you know what I meant, because he was in prison. Whatever.
Yeah, he got forced to come in prison.
Yeah, that was the punishment. These two dudes are going to bone and you're going to watch it. And you're going to cry and masturbate or we're going to kick your ass.
No,
Dude, well, I suppose it's...
Oh, you know what he needed in jail? He needed... What was that thing we were just listening to?
That's what I was gonna say. Oh. He got the self-masturbate or the self-semen extractor.
Yeah, public semen extractor.
The public semen extractor.
That's the name of my new crust punk band.
Dude, you gotta leave my family out of this.
Or are you the cleaners of the semen extractor?
No, but they are. I think that's what my sister's doing now. Pretty sure.
That's called a cum dumpster.
Yeah,
That's the
well,
difference.
that would be insulting to dumpsters everywhere, wouldn't it? Like,
According to John, I knew immediately that I let my emotions get the best of me and made a terrible mistake. I drove home to Indiana the following morning on Thursday, January 7th, 2021. On the 8th, I found my attorneys. Found his attorneys, like, don't they have
Were
a
they
building?
missing?
no, yeah.
And at the request, they immediately reached out to the authorities. I willingly surrendered and cooperated with authedities. You sure did, John.
I just imagine
you
the
sure did, John.
doomsday seller, doomsday prepper seller. It's just full of lawyers. He just keeps them down there.
All right, insurrection lawyer, please come forward.
Dude, I'm up. Finally. Shit. I knew this was coming. We've been taking bets on this.
I was caught up in strong emotions and drove all the way from Indiana to Washington, D.C.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
You think
happened
you'd
to
had
all
some
of
time
us.
to think about that?
It was a stressful time.
It's like, come on, John. You've said that growing up, your dad was a John Birch guy. Like, we know who you are.
Yeah.
Well, that's just the whole thing. That's why you're like, yeah. I mean, he really had time to think about it because, like, his fucking old ass mom and dad dropped him off at the insurrection. They're like, we'll pick you up here at 8:00. And he's like, oh my God, stop. Don't you be causing any insurrections. Don't do that again.
Like Donald Trump's parents leaving him at the subway so he could ride it all day.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
I would respect John for being kind of anti-government if he didn't cuck himself to fucking Donald Trump. Like, seriously? Fucking seriously, that's the guy you go to bat for. You're like, Mr. I don't vote in federal elections goes to bat for fucking Donald Trump.
Yeah. Like we want somebody who's not a
You
career
can't vote in this
politician.
one.
And then we went way too far in that direction. We're like, whoa. We said just like a couple of clicks over, maybe, like a couple, 2-3 removed from a government guy. But you were just like, who's the biggest asshole we could find? Like, I still seriously think he didn't really think he was gonna win because you see him on election night. He's got his head in his hands, like, yeah, I have to do some work now. Like, well, yeah, oh fuck, like what? Well, that's why I got this guy. Like, oh,
Yeah,
hey, what's he doing? He's over here rubbing mother's feet. It's fine.
Yeah, he said, "Oh, I'm gonna drain the swamp. I'm gonna clean." Hey, there's a throwback to fucking 2016.
Jesus.
And he's like, but he still surrounded himself by career politicians. He didn't do anything different than anybody else except for be an asshole.
Yeah.
And then
Standard Republican, yeah.
And then he couldn't handle the fact, like his ego couldn't handle the fact. It was nothing to do with like a rigged election. It was his ego that couldn't deal with losing.
Oh yeah, because he said if he lost, you'd never see him again.
Oh, he's
If I
fucking
lose, you'd
lying.
never see me again.
I
I'd be so
wish.
embarrassed.
Yeah.
I'm like, well,
Well, you lost.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
damn, how
Badly.
long is the line to get on that fucking plane?
I think he meant that if he lost in 2016, you'd never see him again. If he lost in 2020, he wouldn't go away.
He's like, listen, I can have it whenever I want. Can I have my chocolate shakes?
So the memorandum that the government put out describes the extent of Schaefer's involvement. The defendant was one of the first 6 people to breach the Capitol through the doors
Oh shit!
on the northwest side of the building near the Senate Parliamentarian's
Realize it was that
office.
deep.
Schaefer wore a tactical vest and a hat that read Oath Keepers Lifetime Member, and he was carrying a can of bear spray. The menacing conduct of Schaefer and the others at the front of the line forced officers to retreat and allowed the mob to start pouring into the Capitol through this entrance. They go on and say the defendant's participation in the attack on the Capitol was not random. It was the culmination of weeks, if not months, of increasingly violent calls by Elmer Stewart Rhodes III, which is the perfect name for the leader of the Oath Keepers, to oppose,
Hey, Elmer.
to oppose the lawful transfer of power from Donald Trump, blah, 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 blah. As an Oath Keepers member, he marched with the Oath Keepers. At the same time, Schaefer did not participate in the Oath Keepers planning and coordination for the attack on the Capitol.
Bullshit.
He was not part of any of the group's encrypted chats for the January
doubt
6th
it.
operation. Well, I mean, this is evidence from the government, so I don't think this is them taking his word
And I don't
on
think
it.
Iced Earth really had money to like that kind of money. That you
They don't
could,
have
like,
iced
funnel.
earth money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he did not enter the Capitol with them on January 6th. For this reason, Schaefer was not charged with participating in conspiracy with the other Oath Keepers. Furthermore, Schaefer was inside the Capitol for less than 10 minutes and did not directly harm or seek harm on any officers or property during this offense. Schaefer has also been cooperative with law enforcement since he has turned himself in 11 days after the attack. And so on and so forth.
Yeah.
He ratted his buddies out.
You do remember, though, like the videos of January 6th, where there were definitely guys who were there to seek out, like members of Congress to actively harm. But then, like, the vast majority of people were like, oh, we're in here, what do we do? And they're just kind of aimlessly milling about.
Yeah. So it sounds like John was the aimlessly milling about type.
Or I wonder if he was one of the red carpet people, because, I mean, if we're going to talk about that, we got to talk about the people that were going through, that were allegedly walked through, right, on the red carpet. And I'm like, people don't understand strategy or crowd reduction tactics at all. If you have a big crowd of people pushing to get in, and you take a little bit of them here and a little bit of them there, and you just walk them right through the building and out the other side, most of those people were literally just walking through. They weren't doing... Now you don't have nearly as many people pushing on you, and you've split the crowd in half, and it's less push. People like, the government let them in.
So how I see here that Elmer Stewart Rhodes III got handed down a 18-year prison sentence for that. I wonder how much John had to do with that.
Elmer Stewart Rhodes III. That sounds like probably had something to do with that. But that name sounds like, what if a Confederate lieutenant colonel and an apartheid South African, like Afrikaner, white South African, were combined into a single person.
Well, and if John was in the mob, he'd be dead. But I think since his right-wing buddies are just a bunch of idiots cosplaying as soldiers, I think John's going to be fine.
He probably will be.
He'll probably be touring again and playing really small shows at, like, I don't know, Sokol Underground.
What the fuck? I doubt Sokol would book him.
But I mean, places like that.
I wish that place was still around.
Yeah. What the fuck do you think will we do, though, if they do actually off him for ratting out before we release this episode? Like, what are we going to have to do? Like, future Steve here. Oops.
Sorry, guys.
They actually did kill him.
These are the alibis of all the people that were in the room for this podcast when this shit went down.
I would be like, well, I was wrong, but... Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, damn, dude, we should keep doing this. Who else can we get off?
All of his buddies are in jail, though, for like 18 years, so I think...
And while we're at it, we're not... He was in the Oath Keepers, but didn't you guys always think, like, the Proud Boys were, like, a underground gay...
For a while, there was a bunch
they
of
were.
people using the hashtag Proud Boys to announce their, like, gay marriages. So.
Which is... a boss move.
All right, let's move on to the album we're actually going to be talking about. Today, we're looking at The Glorious Burden, the 7th studio album by American power metal band Iced Earth.
That was 8 albums too many.
It is a concept album which explores various moments in military history, such as the signing of the Declaration of Independence, the American Revolutionary War, and Waterloo.
The Declaration of Independence wasn't military history. That was like the civilian part of that war.
You can't even get that right.
Waterloo was the where Napoleon lost to England.
I think it's obviously tilted towards the Americans, but it looks like he included other things.
Okay.
It also pays tribute to world's events such as World War I, the World Trade Center attacks, and the ravages of Attila the Hun. That's pretty fucking random. And then the album includes a trilogy entitled Gettysburg. Each of the 3 songs represents one day in the Battle of Gettysburg, the largest battle ever conducted in the Western Hemisphere and considered the turning point in the American Civil War. The album features the debut of lead singer Tim "Ripper" Owens, formerly of Judas Priest, who at this time was more Democrat-leaning, but he's since veered into MAGA territory, but has also condemned John for what he's done.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, at the time he was still...
How much of an asshole you gotta be, John, for fucking Ripper to start, like, ripping on you? Damn, dude. That's low. We're gonna Blaze Bailey in here next to chime in? See what he thinks about the whole thing.
What about Corey Taylor? Owens, who at the same time was still in Judas Priest, was asked to do the vocals as a side project. However, he joined the band full-time after Judas Priest reunited with Rob Halford. Great mood from Judas Priest there. The album was first recorded with Matt Barlow on vocals, but the band leader was not satisfied with his performance.
I saw them this year for my birthday.
During the events of September 11th, Barlow became more interested in law enforcement than the music business and became a cop. According to Schaefer, Matt's heart was not in it, and it showed in his performance. As a result, Matt left the band, and the album was shelved until a new vocalist could be found. The record is the only Iced Earth album to feature Ralph Santola on lead guitars. This was the last studio album for bassist John McDuff and drummer Richard Christie. And yeah, we're going to give this over to you guys to tear apart the album artwork.
Oh, boy.
All right.
I'm going to look at the back while you look at the front, and then we can switch.
All right. It just looks like a wannabe Gettysburg picture on the front.
The artwork, the stylistically, it's like Korn fucked the entire cast of Twilight, is what I get from like the back of it.
I do like the bayonet through the cheek or something like that. Oh no, it's just him getting hit.
Oh, is it pretty much the same as the back?
Let's.
Oh no, it's night. It says the
okay.
The night view. Okay.
Okay, so yeah.
The front is Molly Hatchet, and the back is like fucking, I don't know, dead bodies everywhere.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Did you know "Let the Bodies Hit the Floor" and "It's Raining Men" are two songs about the exact same event, but just written from two different perspectives?
That's pretty good. That makes sense. That tracks.
I
You're
passed
like,
that
"Holy
over to
shit."
Dave to do the inside because he had a funny
Okay.
comment about the inside.
Get all up inside this, Dave.
Okay, so the inside, there's 8 different little pictures. They're all different things. They look like AI art, even though this was before AI art was a thing.
Looked like somebody took the CD booklets, you know what I mean, and just made a collage of them.
Yeah, they have that same cheapness to them, that same kind of uncanniness. There's a hand signing the Declaration of Independence, while 2 people are having a quarterstaff fight with muskets. One in a red coat, one in a blue coat. So that's the American Revolution right there. Then there's an eagle crying in front of the ghost 9/11 the World Trade Center towers.
Can eagles cry? Is that something they can do? I don't think they can.
I don't think birds can cry.
Not that
But
Justin
this-
Bieber song.
But no, you're thinking of "When Doves Cry" by Prince.
Oh yeah.
the best dance song to not feature bass. It's an amazing song. But anyway, we're not talking about good music today.
Oh yeah. No. Nope.
You should never talk about good music when you're in your shitty music podcast.
Yeah, because now I'm just gonna be sitting here wishing and listening to Prince the whole time.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Then there's a dude on a horse with the 2-handed sword. I don't know, it's Braveheart, William Wallace or something.
Oh fucking hell!
Then there's
The Battle of Stirling.
maybe, I don't know. I'm not going to care enough to do the research.
Well, I just know that off the top of my head.
And then here's the Red Baron shooting a British warplane down. Sure, why not?
Is he?
I want a pizza.
I guess he's into Snoopy.
Yeah. Here's a couple pictures that I think are Valley Forge. There's a American soldier with a musket that looks like a zombie, and then there's a dude on a horse. Maybe that's supposed to be George Washington. I can't tell. But over like a snowy field.
I can't see what you're looking at, Dave, but it does sound like you're putting it into an AI generator, and then that's what it spit out.
Yeah. I bet what we should do is we should no, then we'd have to use ChatGTP. But yeah, and then here's a sniper pointing a gun directly at the viewer, and he has red eyes, so he's a vampire, I'm gonna assume.
Oh no. I called it. Remember on the back. I said Korn fucked the entire cast of Twilight. It's vampires. It's sparkly.
Yeah, this is vampires. Then here's a Old West cowboy firing off two 6 guns. Yep, Red Dead 2. If I start playing video games during this album, there's a not 0% chance of that anyway. But yeah, that's my analysis.
This is like Conan the Barbarian on the fucking horse. Okay, they weren't fighting in the chamber when they were signing the Declaration of Independence. And that's not what the Declaration of Independence looks like. Yeah, that's Napoleon in the Battle of Waterloo. Okay. And then that's probably I would say that's probably the Revolution War. America!
I'm enough of a history buff to be able to recognize a picture of Napoleon, and I didn't recognize that as Napoleon. So that's just like, it's the most generic looking picture of like
It is.
Buff,
like
buff
yeah.
history, like
of like that era of warfare.
I bet John Schaefer believes in the clean Wehrmacht myth. All right.
Fuck
You guys ready?
No.
Sure, why not? I'm gonna get up and piss during some of it.
You're gonna get up and piss during the Star Spangled Banner. I think it's on here.
All right,
It's the first fucking song.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Sean, old buddy, how's it going?
Steve, I'm gonna have to call you back. I'm polishing my rods.
Well, I'll definitely have to let you get back to that. But first, I just wanted to let you know that our band, The Alliterates, has a new release out called Live, Laugh, Love. The Alliterates, 2022 to 2024. Now available on Bandcamp.
Okay, love ya. Bye.
This break. Number 2 is awfully quiet. Who's number 2?
Right here.
Check.
Check.
Oops.
Am I number 2?
Number 2 is the poop number.
Check.
Number 3 is masturbation.
And we are back.
Dude, I could have stayed at my house and smoked weed and listened to good music. You got me here doing this shit. Like,
We're suffering for our fans. There was only 1.5.
Sean is suffering for your fans. Like, yeah, this is fucking free labor, dude. Like,
Oh,
Maybe we'll have to get a Patreon so we
oh,
can
you
just
got
pay
paid?
guests.
Well, fuck.
Yeah. For those out there, if we start a Patreon, we'll start paying our guests, and then me and Dave will just suffer for the art of it. There was only 1.5 songs that I actually liked on this. I think Reckoning Day had its moments, and I'm talking about musically. All the lyrics on this were awful. I think Greenface had some moments lyrically. And I thought Attila was a pretty good song, all things considered. That said, the production on this was horrid.
Garbage.
Yeah. What do you guys think?
The double bass drum sounded like a typewriter. Just a typewriter that was over everything else, especially in Attila.
Okay. Forgive me, Steve. That just sounded like generic metal bullshit.
Yeah, that's just.
Well, I love generic metal bullshit.
Sounded like generic power metal bullshit specifically.
Well, and you know, it's interesting you guys bring that up because I tried to play while we were waiting for practice. I played Dave an example of what I thought a good Iced Earth song was, and then I was like, wow, this could use like keyboards and dynamics. So I think I've outgrown Iced Earth. Because I mean, my favorite metal band is Mastodon now, so I feel like I've evolved.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't feel like I have a lot of thoughts on each individual song because they all ran together for me.
That's the thing is, like, I think I even wrote, I cannot tell the difference between which song, when a song ends and when another one begins, because they all sound so fucking similar. The worst one though was when the Eagles cry.
Oh, that one is so corny it gave me diabetes.
Yeah, that one was so fucking bad.
Yeah, that was some patriotic nonsense.
Just so you know, like, since this is fucking torture, I did put out a cry for help asking for chicken, but then I retracted it and I turned it into a poll. So it says, who will make it all the way through Iced Earth, the glorious burden? Sean, Dave, and Steve. Nobody. And why would you do that?
I've already made it through this album multiple times. So I was basically a teenager though. So
Okay,
hold on.
you can't just gloss over the fact that you just said I've listened to this album multiple times. You have listened to this album more than once.
I have.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
How can you tell?
I was a pizza guy when this came out, and it was on my iPod. Back then, you had to listen to the things that you bought and learn to love them because we didn't.
No,
have
you
yet.
didn't actually.
I committed piracy.
Well, I didn't because I was a good boy.
I wrecked like 3 laptops with LimeWire. Fuck that.
This was always my least favorite Iced Earth album, though.
It's mine, but it's the only one I've heard half or a quarter of. Are you fucking kidding me? A quarter of the way through. We're only a quarter of the way through.
I thought we were coming here to talk about iced desserts.
Oh yeah. I could use like cinnamon roll or something. I don't know.
Yeah, cinnamon roll.
I feel like we're perfectly
a bun
replicating
cake.
how everybody's going to be feeling on election day, though. So
That's fair.
Yeah, I want a lemon bun cake with like the frosting on it, like what's the I don't know the technical term for it. It's the bukkake frosting.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
not like the whole thing isn't frosted. It's a little from the window to the wall.
My prediction for election day is we're not going to know the full results for like 2 weeks afterwards.
It's gonna be drawn out like it was last time. It's gonna suck.
It's going to suck.
Because
and I'm probably still going to watch it.
I'm not. I'm going to Chicago to not watch it.
and watch that dude in the khakis, tell us oh, this county right here, Maricona County in Georgia. I'd never heard of the fucking county in Georgia until the 2020 election.
The young homeowners commercial where it's like, there's a flood warning in Louisiana. We're not in Louisiana. Take the apron off now. Take it off or I'm going to make you take it off. Get in the house.
Well, it'll probably age poorly because I'm saying it on broadcast, but I think Kamala's going to squeak by.
Yeah, but we're not gonna know.
We're not going to know about it.
Yeah.
But that's
Did
my.
you just pretend?
my prediction.
Is this coming out after?
Are we going to put out day before or day of?
Let's put it out day of.
Okay.
What's the deal?
I mean, we might change some people's minds if we put it out.
Yeah, like we're from the future and we're telling you she wins by this many electoral votes and see if you nail it.
Well,
Anybody make a prediction on that? Throw one out.
I think it's going to be fucking tight.
Or we play it for some Trump supporters and they'll be like, "What the fuck is this? I'm not gonna vote."
The two guys that we got from the Danny Joe Brown episode are probably mad right now, but they probably still listen to us because they haven't figured out how to listen to other podcasts.
yeah. See,
Sorry, guys.
okay. I don't know who you're talking about, so fuck them.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah, fuck them.
Well, anyway, I want to circle back to your comment about how you lost track of time, because it reminded me of there's this channel called Vsauce where the guy does weird experiments, and he had a show for a while called I forgot the name of it. It was Mind Something, but he did an experiment where he stayed in a small room that everything in the room was white and the lights were on and bright for 3 days straight, and he didn't have a clock. And he kept losing track of time. So he's like, yeah, I think I've been in here for 2.5 days, so they're probably going to open the thing up in the morning. And it was only a day. He hadn't even made it a whole day yet. And so when you made that comment of where the fuck are we in this album? That's what it's like you were in a room, a completely white room with lights, and you had no idea what time it was.
That's what it felt like.
Mm-hmm.
It did feel like that. I was like, why the fuck am I here? Why is Steve sitting there laughing at me?
This is great content. All right, track by track. Declaration Day.
Do we have to?
Yes, we do.
I don't even know which one was which.
Yeah, that's my biggest problem is first of all, I'm not going to lie, I was paying kind of attention to it. I listened to about the first 30 seconds, the last 30 seconds, except that one fucking piece of shit. I don't know what goddamn song it was.
It was the green face.
That fucking shit, those goddamn backing vocals. Dude, I'm sorry, but what it sounded like the backing vocals, the way it was and everything, it sounded like you dug up the corpse of Dio, you put a little tape over his mouth and his nose, just a little, and then you blew into him like a fucking bagpipe until you got the fucking Dio. That's what it fucking sounded like. It sounded like fucking John Shaver, Taffer, whatever the fuck that guy's name is, insurrectionist piece of shit. It sounded like that guy fucking the corpse of Ronnie James Dio, and for that alone, he should fucking stay in prison. You piece of shit.
I think I have.
That sums up every song. You don't even need to go track by track because that's literally every song is them just raping the corpse of a better song that came before them somewhere that they heard. There was Kenny G in there was Kenny Rogers, there was Kenny Chesney, there was every Kenny you've ever heard somewhere in there.
The best song on this side, I already have it, was Star Spangled Banner because it wasn't actually on the.
Yeah, I was literally just gonna say that. The best track was the one that was missing. Yes,
I have a German copy, and they didn't put the Star Spangled Banner.
My notes on Declaration Day. I will write what I wrote. I got up to piss, didn't miss anything. Generic power metal, soaring vocals, but they sound strained.
Friends don't let friends do Iced Earth.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go. Declaration Day. I literally can't understand what he's saying. When Eagle cries, it's shit. It sucks. This is bad. The Reckoning, shit. Green Face, this sucks. Fuck my life. Too long. Like the fucking backing vocals. Attila, I can't even tell when the song changes. All this is double bass pedal. It's fucking terrible. That's my notes. Steve. Fuck it. You listen to this album multiple times. What the fuck is wrong with you?
It's hard, but he needs to be. He needs to
15
hear this
years
from
ago.
friends. That's like, dude, that's like the fucking syphilis or some shit. It's not getting out of you. It's in you now, and you're giving it to your friends. You're giving your friends syphilis of the ear.
This is like the monster from It Follows, where you have sex with someone, and then this cursed monster follows them around for the rest of their life.
I'm going to take a little heat off myself. It was Dave's idea to do this for the election special.
I'm gonna run down the list. Okay, Declaration Day. Fuck that guy. Where the Eagle Cries. Fuck that guy's dad. The Reckoning. Fuck that guy's mom. Green Face. Fuck all his siblings. Attila. Fuck his shitty ass grandma. What, did we listen to the other ones after that too?
No,
No, that was it.
Oh, well, I'm not going to make it for those because I won't be able to be here for the whole thing. So my predictions, here's what I'm going to say. What's that say? Red Baron Buttfuck? That's exactly what that song's about. Hollow Man. That's because he has to have one of those extension things to put his wiener in because it's too fucking small and he can't satisfy anybody, let alone a woman the size of a blue whale. Valley Forge. That song is about dildos and how he used to carve them out of wood just like his granddaddy did. The original
George Washington's
oath keeper. Yeah. George Washington's teeth were originally a dildo. I know because my great-grandpappy made them for him. He said, fuck George Washington, this will be hilarious. His wooden teeth was a dick. And when the eagle cries unplugged.
No, Waterloo.
He cries, oh, wait, I'll come back to that one. When the eagle cries unplugged, he's unplugged because you took your dick out of him because you're a fucking chicken fucker, you eagle fucking piece of shit. And Waterloo, that's not even relative to anything. That's a fucking town in Iowa, right? Who fucking cares? Fuck Napoleon. That's it. That's me summing up the whole goddamn thing. Is there a part two? Is there a disc two? Because
Yes, there is.
I'll rip that apart too. Fuck them.
We got The Devil to Pay, July 1st, 1863.
The day my grandmama invented the hand job.
Oh, it's when Johnny comes marching home, the Star Spangled Banner, and Dixie. Oh, references too.
Okay.
Johnny came marching home from the whorehouse.
Hold at all costs.
That's about wieners again. It's about hold your wiener. All costs.
High water mark, and that one is a sweet.
That's about wet work.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I like all the songs
Water
are like.
sports?
All right.
This song is about prison rape.
My notes on the other songs. When the eagle cries, the soulful opening vocals sound better because he's singing in a lower register than all of the rest of the vocals on the album. He should sing lower. He should not do the the whole time. Just
I think that's a good life advice
Yeah.
in general. Just don't be walking around doing that.
yeah. Lyrics don't sound like anything. Nothing to the song. The Reckoning, certainly a power metal song. We thought it was a different song for a while, and we wish it was. Felt twice as long as it was. Green Face, it's about camo grease paint. Felt too long. Attila, double bass pedal, burying everything else. Couldn't figure out if it was for or against Attila the Hun. I'm going to go out on a limb and say it is against Attila the Hun because he was Asian.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think. I was like, that's a good question.
Yeah.
And not the Asian thing. Oh yeah, no, he's definitely no. it's definitely not pro Attila.
John Schaefer's probably one of those guys that thinks about Rome too much. So
Yeah.
He's one of those guys like, look at Attila, look at see, that's what happens when you have open borders.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of shit that happens. It's like, oh fuck.
Well, all right. Well, that was side one. We're gonna lose one.
Yeah.
I'm half expecting Sean to just bail.
Well, there is an online poll, so we can update people on the poll. I can just make it ridiculous anyways. Be like, everybody left. Be like, it was his house, and he was like, fuck this shit, and he just walked too. He's like, fuck Steve.
See, a part of my ADHD is once I start something, I have to finish it.
Same. So what do you think, Adam? Who's gonna win the election? Vermin Supreme?
Oh, I saw it the other day. Oh my God, who was it? And I pulled up next to him, and I don't think that the dude put the bumper sticker on his car because I mentioned it, and he was like, what? And I was like, oh no. I just drove away, light turned green. I was like, ooh. But it was something like Satan Cthulhu or some shit, 2024. And I was like, hell yeah. And I rolled up, I was like, yeah, dude, hail Satan. And he's like, what? And I was like, bumper sticker. And he's like, huh? So I was like, oh shit. And I go, fuck.
Well, you know, this album is making you guys listen to this album is like how the Democrats keep bringing Liz Cheney up on stage to campaign.
Yeah.
Right now she is the Democratic Party's glorious burden.
Oh,
I remember
burden that he's nuts.
I remember once for a while, I think maybe it was a webcomic that was selling it, or maybe it was just something you could find online, but there were bumper stickers which were Cthulhu for president, why choose the lesser evil?
I haven't even heard the song yet, but when the eagle cries, did we really need it again? It was shit the first time. It's like the only one I remember from the first side. And it's only been 5 minutes since we listened to the first side. It's on the second side, so what the fuck? Do we really need it a second time, Steve?
Like, man, I want to mount an insurrection in that dude's butthole right now. Like, how's it feel, you piece of shit? I'm sorry, I know I committed treason. No, put that fucking album out.
Do you guys think that John Schaefer got a good enough punishment?
Fuck no.
Abolish prisons except for people who make this music.
No, he should get gapped for what he did. You can never clinch again, buddy.
I remember when the day of or the day after I was watching Colbert, and he showed a clip of people being like, I got maced. And he's like, well, you know, in a real revolution, when you lose, you get your fucking head cut off.
Yeah, that's the thing is like they stormed the Capitol and then acted like they were the victims.
Yeah.
That's the funny part. And going back to Trump and his whole like I was just there for a speech. This guy is supposed to be like their Lord and Savior, Donald J. Ignatius Trump or whatever the fuck his name is. And every time he's supposed to be like, you know, they have to get through me to get through you. It's complete bullshit.
Yeah.
Every time he hides behind like, oh, it wasn't me. Oh, it wasn't me. I was just there to make a speech. Fuck you.
I got maced for saying that the police shouldn't shoot innocent people, and I wasn't as whiny as the people who got maced because they were surprised that they got maced for storming the White House or the Capitol. So, whatever.
I'm like, can people not be like more oblivious? Like, even if you like are 100% convinced you're doing the right thing, you have to know why you think you would know. Well, you know, I guess poorly educated and all.
Well,
I'm like, that's bullshit because I'm poorly educated and I hate that so much.
There is a reason why he's being touted as the person that's behind the insurrection is because for 2 months leading up to January 6th, he was sitting there saying to them, your country is being stolen. It's being stolen from you. So these people thought they had no other choice. That's why he should take the blame for it.
He could have stopped it. He could have
That's basically what John said in his apology.
Yeah.
Like Trump could have stopped it. If you would have made a statement and been like, all right, that's enough. Everybody go home now. this is not how we do things, they would have dispersed.
And
They
then
would have
he,
just gone.
and then he was like, "Oh, like someone called him. I think it was McCarthy, or something. Said like you need to call them off." And he said, "Well, I guess they love me more than you."
Yeah.
And McCarthy's like, "Who the fuck you think you're talking to?"
Yeah. Yep.
And then he was just watching it all.
When people try to hand wave over that, I don't get it. I do not get it.
Yeah, I'm like, my whole thing is like,
And Lindsey Graham, that fucking chicken shit piece of shit. Like at the time, like he
I'm out.
denounced Trump. Yeah, I'm out. And and he's fucking sucking his fucking.
Now.
well, I'll tell you some really scary shit. A lot of this stuff is going on without getting like overtly like off subject, but it's the like nationalist thing. Like you see extremist religious parties in every country, and that's exactly what's going on here.
Yeah.
It's the because there's, according to them, there's a lot of things that have to happen for certain prophecies to happen, and they facilitate these things because they're like, well, if we get this done, if we make this happen, well, that must be prophecy because we were able to make it happen. So we want people that are going to bring us closer to the prophecy, but the prophecy is literally you die. Like you're all gonna like, well, the prophecy is we're all gonna die, dude. Like, well, that's fucking insane to me. Like whether it's Christian or any other fucking cult or religion or like fandom, that's insane to me that you're like, dude, like the goal is for everyone to die and the planet to explode. That's what we want.
Yeah.
Like, wait a minute, because Jesus said so. I'm pretty sure. And I told the religious person, they got upset with me. I was like, so here's the deal. If that were true and that happens and all this shit happens and Jesus comes back, I was like, you think he's going to be really, really happy about that? You think he's going to be happy about that? He's going to be like, you overeager motherfucker. Like,
Yeah.
some shit was going to happen. Yeah, sure. You guys were all right about me. I am here. But, the fuck, bro? Like, it's my party and you started it without me? Like, what the hell, man? And then he's going to be like, sorry, guys. It's, everything's free now. It's cool. And they're going to be like, fucking socialists. Yeah.
Oh,
Get
yeah.
'em.
If Jesus came back, you think they would actually follow him and his beliefs?
Like, what?
Well,
They might be like, oh, he's brown. Sorry.
reminds me of the Grand Inquisitor from Dostoevsky.
Yeah, Brothers Karamazov.
Yeah, because the whole parable is that Jesus Christ came back during the Grand Inquisition, the Spanish Inquisition, and the Spanish Inquisition put him into jail, and like it's a guy coming there and talking to him and saying like, you don't actually know what the people need. We do. You should not be here. That's the whole Grand Inquisition, the Grand Inquisitor section in Brother Karamazov is fucked up.
Yeah, best single chapter of any novel ever. But
yeah.
I used to read, like, when I was in school, you had to have, like, your 100 pages or 300 pages or whatever. I was reading, like, 3,000 pages a week at one point. That's all I was doing. I was getting shitty grades. I was, like, not getting anything done. It's like, dude, you can't bring your book in class. And they're like, fuck. There's a kid that's just doing nothing but reading and, like, oh, shit. Yeah, I fucked them because they're like, we don't know what to do because he's failing every class because he just reads constantly. That's all he wants to do, dude. He puts headphones in and he reads his fucking books. And
That's because you weren't engaged.
Yeah.
Our school system is garbage.
I used to skip school to read.
yep. I'd be like, you're a fucking nerd, dude, because I pull a paperback. We'd fucking run out the side door of school and go get stoned. We're up there getting stoned in the treehouse and shit. I got a fucking book. Why wouldn't I? That's what I like to do. Like,
I like reading, and I like reading more than I like watching a lot of movies. Probably.
I've gotten bad about, like, not reading as much as I need to. But, like, reading and playing music, like, oh, God, not those. Don't make me do either of those two things.
I like going to the bar and reading. I wish more bars were better lit and had quieter music. Because I like just sitting at the bar.
Dude, we should start a book club. I need shit going on during the week.
These two are in a book
that's
club.
fucking chill. We should start a goddamn book club, like, at the bar. Like, this is the book that we're reading. Come every Wednesday and join our book club. Like, we're going to read through a chapter tonight. Yeah. I'm gonna get right on that. That's a good idea. I'm not even being facetious.
No.
Yeah, that is a great
That
idea.
actually
Like,
sounds
like one of those silent book clubs where everyone just shows up and reads. Yeah, I've always wanted to do one of those.
Yeah.
Well, Adam, I know you got to take off, so we can do your pluggables right now. Plug your shit.
Pluggables. Shit. All the shit that I want to plug. The owner kicked my ass. She agrees with me, I'm sure. But yeah. Okay. So I just finished a movie called Lost Time, and it's a short film. It was written, directed, filmed. Everything was pretty much done in equal part with my daughter, and the band provided the soundtrack for it. It's a short film. It's only about 7 minutes long, but it's more psychological than anything, because I feel like what you don't see sometimes is scarier than what you do. And the fact that in 7 minutes a lot of things happen, but we don't explain any of those things to you. You really don't know what's happening. Your mind has to figure it out. So that's going to be out on the Beyond Colossus Facebook, Beyond Colossus Official on Instagram, probably be out on YouTube somewhere. Yeah, but those are the places that you can, so I think that's all I got to plug.
And if you want to check out me and Adam in the same band, you can check out Valley of Shadows Volume 1 and 2 on Bandcamp, Spotify, Tidal, etc., etc., etc.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, you should check out Bullets for Baby on YouTube. That's a good band.
You should have me remaster that album sometime.
I should. Super Invader's a good one. You should check that band out. And then, check out Beyond Colossus and Wasabi Bobby. Wasabi Bobby. Yeah.
All right. Well,
I don't have to make some meatballs. That's not a euphemism. You're like, no, I'm going to make some fucking meatballs. You take some. The trick is that you do a 50-50 mix of beef and pork. But not just any pork, Italian sausage and beef.
Yeah, I make my own Italian sausage.
Oh, hell yeah. That's the shit right there. Make meatballs with it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. I was going to cheat and buy pre-made meatballs, and I was told not to come home.
Oh,
Like,
you want to feed people cardboard, right?
Baker's has these, they're not frozen. They're, made in their deli or whatever, their house brand. Just meatballs that are solid. The only problem is, a good meatball, you can't just season it on the outside. You got to season it on the inside. So I will buy them, smash them down, fucking season the fuck out of them myself, and then roll them back into meatballs. And Lexi's like, so you could have you just made meatballs twice. You realize that, right? You bought meatballs, destroyed meatballs, then made them back into meatballs when you could have just bought this shit and made one meatball and you would have been good. And I'm like, well, listen.
You want to say it like that?
Yeah. Like you and your fucking logic. That shit. So she says to me constantly, fuck you and your logic. I'm like, I don't know how to respond to that. Like, well,
all right, that was side one.
God.
Is there going to be a side two? We'll find out after this break.
Hey everyone, Steve here. Thanks for making it this far in our podcast. We certainly have a lot of things to say about John Schaefer, don't we? Anyway, just a gentle reminder, at the end of this broadcast, you can check out my new song, Incompatibility, a song about how I feel alienated in the workplace, and play all the instruments. You can check that out on my website, killrockmusic.com. That's KILRAVOCK music.com. Thank you.
All right. Well, we'll just say we're back.
We're back.
Yeah.
We're back.
Little different format than we're used to, because usually we don't finish talking about side A and then take a break and then have a pregame before side B. But this album.
Fuck you.
Sean's left us.
Yeah. If you voted on the poll on the Instagram, Sean's been eliminated from that.
Yeah.
So your options are still Steve and Dave, nobody, or why the fuck would you do that to anyone? Those are your options as to, well, who will actually make it through this entire album.
Just to be fair to Sean, he actually had a family emergency. Because I think it was his idea for us to finish it this week, but unfortunately, yeah.
Well, and to be fair, it's your show, so you have to make it through it, so that's not even a fair contest.
Oh, me and Dave were always going to complete this, yeah.
Yeah. Even if it was just the two of us, we were going to finish it in the most half-assed end of the episode ever, but yeah.
Oh, God.
So where did we leave off? We left off with Attila?
Yes, I think so. Let me bring up the track list here.
I'm just do that in the background the whole time. It's completely unusable.
Well, it's funny you already gave your side B predictions before the last break.
Yep,
So.
And I remember every single one of them too in order. That was. Oh, hi, Kitty.
My predictions for Iced Earth when they inevitably get back together, because I think he just pretty much got like 3 years of probation or something like that, is he goes back. He's been talking again with the singer from Night of the Storm Rider, his second album, and originally he kicked the guy out of the band because he was a Nazi douchebag, allegedly. And like he was saying things like, "Oh yeah, when we were touring over in Germany, like I took this guy to Auschwitz just so I could try to get it into his head, like why some of the stuff that he says is wrong." And then he just like doubled down on it, basically. I predict that now that they're talking again, they're gonna do an album with that guy again.
I mean, probably.
All right, so The Glorious Burden, side 2. Of 4.
I've been quiet for like the first 3 minutes. I can't take it anymore.
I hope the microphone picked up me farting.
Oh, God damn it.
Well, looking at the songwriting here, Tim Owens actually wrote the lyrics to 2 of them.
Ooh.
Oh, no, just 1. Matt Barlow wrote the lyrics to Waterloo.
Tim
Waterloo.
Owens.
I actually kind of liked at least the Jugulator album from Judas Priest that he did. The other one, Demolition, wasn't very good.
Of course he had an album that was throat related, of course. Because he's the only person in that band gayer than Rob Halford.
All right, so we're going to have Red Baron, Blue Max, Hollow Man, which I assume is not the Kevin Bacon movie.
You saw his wiener in that, which was weird.
That's true. In that movie, you can see
he's walking
Kevin
around.
Bacon's wiener.
His hollow wiener.
Yeah, hollow wiener. That was a different one. That was Stormy Daniels.
We got Valley Forge, Waterloo, which you already mentioned, and then is that really the end of that side? Okay, yeah, 4 songs.
And then I thought there's the acoustic version of Eagles.
That's on side 4 on this version.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah. We get that. We saved the worst for last. I assume that's the worst, but I'm a little bummed that Sean's not here for Gettysburg, but maybe someday as a bonus or something, we'll sit him down and just make him listen to that side.
Yeah.
Okay, now I know for sure this thing is dropping. It's just touching me. I was like, this thing's about to start touching me inappropriately, and all of a sudden it said, "Hey, friend."
He's talking about his mic.
Yeah, that mic stand is always falling
I was like,
down.
damn, dude, I mean,
tighten it, it'll...
I've been known to
We'll switch it out while we're
I've been known to talk out of my ass. If I go...
It's getting fresh with you.
Yeah, it is.
So you guys excited?
I don't know, ask your microphone.
It's going... We were just watching an interview where he was here in town at Sokol Underground, and the interviewer, who was a very awkward interviewer, like was asking about it, and John Shaver's like, "Oh yeah, one of our members like went across the street to Burger King. It was the worst Burger King in the country or something." So to our Omaha listeners out there, are you going to take that from John Shaver, trashing our town?
Well, if it was the Burger King on 13th, then I'm with that.
Yeah, that Burger...
Or the one on 72nd Blondo, or the one at 47th and Dodge.
Oh, this isn't about how the quality of the Burger King. This is about John Schaefer coming into our town.
Trashing our worst Burger King.
Yeah, and that's
only we could say that's the worst Burger King.
And that's how shitty that Burger King is, that I was siding with a literal Nazi against Burger King. I'm like, well, God, he's a Nazi, but he is right about that shitty Burger King.
Yeah.
Fuck. I don't want to agree with him, but...
Well, you know, Hitler did a good thing. He killed Hitler.
Yeah.
Yeah. The best thing he ever did, man. He died a hero. Did you say Hitler's a hero? Now listen to the whole goddamn thing in context, because somebody's going to take this out of context somehow. I fucking know it. But lucky for you, I'm never run for president, so... Well, maybe they should copy and paste that so I can run for president.
What do you mean you couldn't be president of the United States of America? It's still we, the people, right?
Hey, me, it's me again.
I would probably vote for you over like most politicians, to be honest. I've actually, a lot of times, if there's like a Republican running unopposed, I'll put my friend's name in. So a lot of times after election day, I said my friends text me like, yeah, if you end up becoming Department of Agriculture or something, that was my bad.
Last midterms, like 2022, I just wrote Liz Truss in every unopposed election, regardless of who it was.
All right. Well, we're going to throw this on. And these two are probably not going to listen to it very well. And in turn,
I'm not high enough for this, honestly. Not yet.
Yeah, we need
the edibles hit me while I was at the museum earlier. I was walking up the stairs, and I got halfway up the stairs, and I didn't see my feet anymore. But I knew I was still moving, so it was like a first-person view, like in a video game and shit. I was like, I don't have feet. Okay, well, I'll just keep moving. Oh, God, if I stop, it's like, what? And I was like, it's because we smoked earlier. And they're like, dude, we didn't smoke earlier. And I was like, uh-oh. Oh.
That reminds me of that time I took 2 edibles right before a Tower of the Elephant God show.
And
I thought I had a band or two before we went on, and then Adam comes up to me. He's like, yeah, we're going on next. And I'm like, oh, fuck. And then I think it was like one of the best
shows. He played one of the
together.
best shows he ever played. Probably the best show he ever played on keys. Hands down. Standing up, going wild, dressed as Castro.
Yeah, I look just like Fidel Castro.
I was like, good Lord.
There's a picture out there, and somebody's just like Tower of the Fidelevant God.
Yeah, because my guitar rig failed. And so we had to fucking do something last minute. Like, I was like, just go for it. Because I sang with Riff that same night.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun night. That was a good show.
Yeah.
I got banned from there for bleeding all over the place. They banned me for like a year and a half. And then when they finally came back, they were like, no blood this time, right? I was like, no blood. Like, okay, and then I totally did it anyways. I was like, fuck you guys.
All right. Well, back to the salt mines. The salt mines being Iced Earth's The Glorious Burden.
Ah.
Hello?
Andrew, how's it going?
Steve, the restraining order.
Oh, that expired last week. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know, we have a new live release out called Live, Laugh, Love, The Alliterates, 2022 to 2024, now on our Bandcamp page, thealliterates.bandcamp.com. Go check it out.
Okay. I need to call my lawyer. Bye.
And we are back.
Oh, fuck.
I think it was better than the first half because it felt shorter.
Yeah, they did kind of just go by unoffensively for the most part, because I don't remember a goddamn thing about that side, really.
Yeah.
Besides what's in my notes.
I think the best part was when it ended.
Yeah.
So Red Baron sounded like a Tenacious D skit.
Yeah. Sounded like a Rejected Slayer demo to me. This one sounded a little thrashier than power metal-y, but
Definitely demo quality.
yeah.
Yeah, it was the mixing on it was pretty rough.
Yeah.
The drums sound like tennis shoes in a dryer.
Yeah. It was a bit of a change up because it sounded like a boring, shitty version of a different kind of metal. So this one did stand out a little bit.
If someone played this shit for me and told me it was a parody, I'd believe them.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it's that amusing, you know?
Well, neither is Steel Panther, but for some reason people like that shit.
I was about to say Steel Panther.
69% of the time works every time.
After this, we had two really sugary ballady power ballads where Ripper just I don't feel like Ripper's heart was in this material.
Yeah.
That's the consistent thing I've noticed on his singing for this is either he sounds okay trying to sound like Rob Halford, or it sounds like that was like his first take and he's just like, all right, give me my paycheck, I'm out of here.
Yeah. Next, Hollow Man, soulful acoustic ballad that fucks. I think it was about PTSD, trying to show the other side of war. Hey, we're not just glorifying this. It really fucks some people up, I think, was what it was trying to do, give it some balance. But it was just a boring song. Yeah. It got more boring the heavier it got, so, like, the acoustic part was less boring for me as soon as, like, the electric guitars came in. It just, yep.
I said stupid. Literally, it just says stupid. Glad it's over.
Yeah, when we were listening to it and it started fading out at the end, I said, "Oh, a fade out." That was the happiest I sounded during the whole thing.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
it's like a fade out. It's going to be over. That they're not going to do multiple false endings like they did all over the first side.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the most positive thing you had to say so far about any of this album, really. Next one, Valley Forge.
I remember third grade history.
Yeah, the first thing me and Adam both commented about how just the vocals, they had no effect on them. So you got a very honest Ripper take there. I'll put it that way, but it wasn't very good.
Dude, like he sucks. We cannot. I don't even know. Rob's like, God damn it, I'll come back to the band. He's like, listen, Ripper, you can't be gay anymore because, like, we can't be associated with that. Like, no, so you're gonna have to, because that's. I feel like Rob Halford would call Ripper some sort of homophobic slur and be like, "Get out, you cunt!" I'm like, "Damn, dude, man, you made that old dude angry. Like, he sucks. He sucks." Sucks well enough he can get a job as a lot lizard.
I do think it's funny that Ripper, like, jumped on the MAGA train in 2016, and then, like, later in his career, he's given things like, I don't know why the Judas Priest camp doesn't really talk to me anymore.
Oh, yeah, I wonder why.
I don't know why they're trying to delete my history from the band. And then he joins KK Downing's Not Judas Priest.
Right. And this other thing about this song, it has nothing to do with Tennessee.
Please elaborate.
Or Virginia, or wherever Valley Forge is. Or Tennessee, it's fine, whatever. This isn't a history lesson. Who's smarter than a fifth grader? Doesn't matter, because I can drive and I'll beat the shit out of one. Like, so, fuck you guys. Who's smart?
Where was Valley Forge? I'm
pretty sure it was Virginia.
That's what I thought, but I was like, nah. Yeah, so let's not call it that.
Tennessee wasn't part of the United States yet, although there were Revolutionary War fights in that area because, they're fighting the British everywhere. But yeah, in what would become the United States, and the British were in the Western territories at that point. But there wasn't a lot of fighting in Tennessee. It was mainly in Virginia, New York, and Pennsylvania.
Now we're going to need you to say something stupid, Dave. Please, so the rest of us don't feel so fucking dumb. He's like, I will not ease your suffering. Yeah. Fuck you idiots.
I do not. Yeah, I don't remember a ton about the Revolutionary War comparatively. Like, I know more about the Civil War, so Gettysburg will be interesting. But yeah,
will it be interesting? Press X to doubt.
No, yeah. Yeah, no, this just felt like everything you see in like a third grade like American history book set to lyrics. It's like, oh, they weren't wearing shoes. They were bleeding because it was so cold. You know, it's just like, yep, I remember that. That's what they taught us.
Thing that still happens.
Yeah.
I remember I read a criticism of Steve Harris from Iron Maiden's lyrics, and they're just like, yeah, basically it's Steve Harris like writing lyrics based on the encyclopedia page for the subject. Like Alexander the Great was literally just like you could follow along that song with his Wikipedia page pretty much. So I bet you John was just like, oh, I could write about history too.
Yeah.
There's one about Rasputin that I gotta play for you. Talks about a Rasputin, lover of the English queen, Russia's greatest love machine.
Yeah.
It's fucking great.
I like if you're gonna do dumb lyrics of hey, remember the thing that existed. My favorite version of that is Return of the Fly by the Misfits, where it's just like Return of the Fly with Vincent Price. It's like, yep, that was the movie.
All right, and then the last song, Waterloo, basically trying to be Iron Maiden, but like there's like no energy to the vocals.
I wish it was ABBA. I like Waterloo by ABBA. That would have been good. This one was like the other songs on this side felt mercifully short. This one did not.
Yeah, there was a point where we're just like, oh, there's another part to this. Yay.
It sounded like Top Gun, like the video game, like music. Remember, like in the '80s, the little like flight simulator thing, and you're flying a jet.
Yeah, the NES game.
Yep,
Angry Video Game Nerd did a episode on that one a long time ago.
Yep, it sounded like that machine fucked Eddie from Iron Maiden against his will. while Bruce Dickinson jerked off in the corner.
Poor Eddie. He's got to endure so much suffering.
I wrote they play this shit at Guantanamo Bay for torture. It's actually against the Geneva Convention how to use this because you're charged with a war crime. So careful on if you're listening to this, depending on where you are, this might be illegal for you to even hear any of this.
Do not listen to this in The Hague. Just don't play this album in the Netherlands at all. You'll be fine.
Maybe just don't play this album.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the general consensus.
Yeah. I mean, I was kind of shocked how much I disliked it because even back when I bought it back when it was current, I remember thinking, patriotic lyrics, ugh. And I don't remember disliking it musically, and I suppose I've probably just grown since then. But musically, there's just really nothing to write home about it. Next week we'll be releasing our season finale on Pyromania, and we had more nice things to say about that album, and everybody in the room hated it. And this one, can you guys think of a moment on this that you legitimately liked?
No.
There were some moments where I'm like, I want to listen to a song that kind of sounds like this but better, but reminded me of other artists.
Yeah, it made me want to listen to Iron Maiden instead.
Yeah, it's basically really watered down Iron Maiden, and the songwriting just isn't there.
Yeah.
It makes me want to go pursue a degree in criminal law so I can be John's probation officer. So I can get close enough to kick him in the balls. But don't you ever do that shit again.
Tell him he's
Be like, I'm sorry for the insurrection. I'll be like, no, the guitar, leave it alone. Don't touch it no more. Just walk away, dude. Play something else. Play the drums, play the trumpet.
Play the glockenspiel.
But whatever you do, play it alone. In the dark, where no one can hear or see you. Ever again.
Just tell him he's violating the terms of his probation without telling him how.
You were going to hell long before the insurrection.
In his apology letter, he talks about how he found a new church. He can't wait for us to give him a chance.
I wonder what his new church is. What was his old church?
I have no idea. He didn't specify what his new church is either, so... Dave Mustaine found a church, and that didn't turn out very well, so...
Oh, no.
It'd be funny if he found, a Unitarian church or something. As, a pride flag out front. He just completely changes.
I want to find an old school Pentecostal so you get bit by a snake.
That would... I did the good ending. Yours is the funnier ending, the better ending, the more deserved ending.
Yeah. Have you seen The Campaign with fucking Will Ferrell and Zach Galifianakis?
No.
Yeah.
Dude, that movie It holds up. You got to watch it before the election. I highly recommend it. And it's just them going back and forth. He goes to punch him, and he punches the baby. He's like, nobody asked me how my fist is doing after that baby's iron jaw hit it.
Sounds like something Trump would do.
Yeah, dude, it's a precursor. You watch it, and you're like, wait, what the fuck? Oh shit!
Friend of Jeffrey Epstein, Donald Trump.
Yes, friend of Jeffrey Epstein. His best friend for many years.
34-time convicted felon.
Yeah.
Just facts, people.
Remember earlier today, Dave, I sent you that picture of him, and he looks so fucking orange.
Yeah.
Is he even trying to put his makeup on now?
Part of that was he was wearing that orange vest, which was a bad idea. If you're going to be wearing that much bronzer, don't wear an orange vest.
Yeah.
Or don't wear bronzer. I have a weird pale and ruddy at the same time complexion. Not going to wear bronzer.
It doesn't look good. I don't know why.
Well,
he doesn't look good without it either. So
see, it's all about the blending. Because I like a good bronzer. But, like, if you don't blend it right, then that's exactly what happens.
Well, it just looks like he has, like, a...
Looks like he smears it on.
Yeah, it looks like he has, like, a nuclear waste-sized barrel of it, and he just sticks his head in it.
And he's not...
because it's not on his eyes. His eyes are, like, white.
That's
maybe he has,
thing.
like, ping-pong balls, and then he...
I'm like, why are you not doing it? Why are you not doing it on your eyes? What do you... I mean, when I do mine, like, I don't have white, and, like, my eyes are done the same as the rest of my skin. Like, how do you not... He's got to do it himself, I bet you.
Oh, he
That's
does it
what it
himself.
is. It's got to be, because there's no way a reasonable makeup person would do. But that's what I like. It makes my hands look big. Really? Okay.
I haven't worn eyeliner in a while because Nightman for vice president ruined the look. But like putting stuff around your eyes, I get it. It does burn if it gets into your eyes themselves. But then if you're not going to do the whole thing, just don't do it.
I mean, doesn't he have enough money to hire somebody to just do it for him?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he doesn't anymore. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, I only wear my mascara and shit when I'm doing out calls, you know. Buddy? Nothing?
Didn't get that one.
It's a hooker joke.
Oh.
Because I'm a slut. Only when I have dates with rich old dudes do I throw on the mascara. I don't put it around my eyes either, but that's a whole different.
So which Republican senator? Oh, you probably can't disclose that.
No, it's probably easier to name the ones I haven't.
Speaking of, I saw a headline saying that somebody thinks that Ted Cruz is going to lose, like a pollster or something. And
That would be funny.
that would be funny.
Who's he running against?
Some transphobe Democrat. So fuck his opponent too, but yeah.
Oh, well, God damn it. Shit.
That's probably why he might lose. They found one of the good ones.
Ah, God damn it. Not again. Like, listen, guys.
It's gonna be Kristen Sinema and not Nikki Haley. What's her face? Hawaii lady.
Oh, Gildebrand?
No, Tulsi Gabbard.
I said Boob Heart, and I was like, no, that's not her.
Yeah.
So, this interesting, I watched this movie yesterday, and I don't know if you guys plan on watching it, so I won't spoil too much, but it's called The Platform 2.
I haven't seen it.
Okay. So I won't spoil too much. Have you seen the first one?
No.
Okay, so, do you know the concept?
I'm not familiar with this one.
Okay, so
no.
basically, like, there's multiple floors. You wake up, and when you wake up, you're in a stone room in a bed. There's another person in there with you in their bed. There's a big square hole in the floor. Once a day, a platform comes and it stops on your level. And it has food on it. And you can eat as much food as you want. But you don't know how many levels are above you, and you don't know how many are below.
Oh, I remember the trailer for the first one now.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the idea is you should, pace yourself for the people below you. There's no rules, though, so the people above you will fuck up the rest of the food for the people below just to do it. And it's a real, I don't know if that's what the director of the movie meant, but after watching the second movie yesterday, if it's not like a commentary on democracy and shit, I'm not sure what it is, because it's, in essence, it shows you when there's chaos and there's no rules, everybody loses, and it shows you even in democracy, Yeah, democracy is never going to work entirely because there's always going to be people that are just voting against their own self-interest. Like, they're just always going to do that. And if you watch those movies back to back, you'll go, holy shit. Like, talk about like a profound statement. Like, there's no, I mean, he hits the nail on the head and you're like,
way you describe that, it almost reminds me of like more of an economic situation, like the fuck you, I got mine crowd, basically.
yeah. But the other one has to do with more with like democracy and following the rules, and even then it doesn't work because people. It's the common denominator for everything that doesn't work. People.
Yeah, you know, one of the big problems with democracy, and I say this as a pro-democracy person, is sometimes we get it wrong, and that's. I'd rather have that than a monarchy. I'll put it that way. Rather have that than a fascist dictatorship.
True, but it's like we keep saying we're going to get it right. But when's that actually going to happen? When are we going to do that? Because so far in the last couple 100 years, we ain't got it right yet. Like, it's been. I mean, if you go back to the original idea, there was never supposed to be two-party. It was never supposed to be a two-party system. There's a whole movie I watched on that where it was originally supposed to be, and I think it was, who was it? Was it? I think the movie was called Adams. John Adams or whatever was like, no, dude, if this shit splits into two parties, it's a bad idea. Like, we're fucking doomed. Like, this is not. And immediately they were like, nope, hey, we got this side. And they were like, no, well, we got this side. Right away in the opening ceremonies of democracy in this country, they're already fucking it up and trying to get rich off of it. Well, and everything we've built in this country as far as democracy goes is built on that flawed premise. And it's like, how do you deprogram 200 plus years of...
Well, some of it's we just can't update our infrastructure or not like infrastructure as in buildings and shit, but like our whole political system hasn't been updated really since the 1800s.
Exactly. Yeah, that's my point. Like,
because if you look at a country with a parliamentarian system, like there are 5 or 6 parties, and when they form a government, they have to form a coalition to like work with each other. And I think in a lot of cases that ends up being better in a lot of ways for a lot of European countries.
Well, and you get like the right wing shitheads who will say, well, the U.S. isn't a democracy, it's a republic. It's like, well, yeah, they're right about that, but that's bad. There's a lot within the U.S. that is designed to enforce minoritarian rule. The Supreme Court, for example, lifetime appointments, they can just do whatever they want.
Yeah.
The Senate gives states with smaller populations, therefore rural states, by design slave states, an equal say to every other state to impose minoritarian rule.
Yeah.
There's gerrymandering, there's the Electoral College. It's all like, I think most people generally want what's best for other people. Like, they won't seek out information to see how wanting what's best for other people might inconvenience them.
And sometimes I'll hear, like, in conservative states, a lot of people will vote for more progressive measures while voting for Republicans because people sometimes just see the R next to their name, and that's just what they do,
Yeah, well, like the Democrats, who do you get? Too, like, you get you get John Fetterman, you get people who are for wars in the Middle East, and people who won't do anything like meaningful to do the kinds of things that they say to appeal to their base, like healthcare, increased minimum wage, and the like.
Yeah, I understand it when I know people that don't trust or like Democrats, because, remember Obama had a supermajority and could have prevented a lot of this crap from happening.
Yeah.
That is true. Like right now, I was talking to somebody the other day, and some of the reasons they don't want to vote, I'm like, I explained it to them, well, it doesn't matter whether you vote or you don't vote. That policy that you hate right there is not a policy of the current administration or a policy of the incoming administration I'm like, it's a policy that's going to exist no matter who's in that chair. So if that's your only reason for not voting, period, this election, honestly, for right now, I would say I put that out of your mind, because that's not something that's going to change. And that's, supporting the genocide against Palestine. And, he's big time against that. And so am I. And he's like, I won't vote, because that's what the Democrats are going to continue to do while our vets and our people are homeless, and we're going to send billions to this war machine. But I told him, I was like, that's not going to change. That's a U.S. policy, and it's a shit one, because it doesn't allow us to look at things through the scope of right and wrong. He goes, well, it's ours. We're on their side, and we did pay for them to fight this war. So, I mean, we kind of, our feet are taped to the bike on this one. Sorry.
It's not my point of view, but I absolutely respect and understand anybody that takes the position of, I can't vote for a party that is allowing this to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Now, for me, I think liberalism's better than fascism. So that's just, it's a binary choice for me, pretty much.
I'd still say if you can't vote for the party, there's ballot measures to vote for that are worth it.
Yeah, local elections are vastly more important than people give credit to. Part of the reason Republicans were able to get themselves into this position is right around the Obama era. They were doing that Project Red Map thing.
Yeah.
And because of that, they've been able to fuck up the House of Representatives like hardcore.
Yeah.
So, even when it's not a presidential election year, even if you don't plan on voting for the president, go support local politicians.
Yeah, or vote for your local school board, because we don't want the fucking Moms for Liberty freaks calling any gay person that just exists a pedophile. Yeah.
And actually, I speaking of that, so I have this thing here that's for our local elections. Some things that. So, for us here, right, Initiative 434, which is a vote against this, would stop the initiative that makes Nebraska's current abortion ban permanent and gives the government control over your personal body decisions. So, obviously, you want to vote against that. 435 is a vote to repeal the voucher scheme that gives public dollars to private schools.
Yeah.
So that's a big one when it comes to our local elections, for sure. You got one that would ensure Nebraskans can earn and use paid sick leave without retaliation. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I was glad to vote for
allow
that.
healthcare provider to recommend medical cannabis to a patient and provide protection for caregivers. 438 would establish Nebraska Cannabis Commission to regulate safe access to patients through the private industry. The next one would end Nebraska's current abortion ban and put them and their doctors in charge of medical decisions, not the government.
Yeah,
so
439 is good.
Yep.
434 is bad.
Look for the wording, because the wording on that first one, if you were to read through that, it's very confusing. And so I encourage you, if you hear this and you're like, wait a minute, what the fuck did they just... Go back and listen to it again, because they will word shit like that on there because they think that we're fucking stupid, and we'll read through it too quick because we're going to vote and we're going to go to work, and we've already decided who we're going to vote for, so we're not thinking about it. And we go, oh, well, that's yes. Oh, damn. It's like when you go to the doctor's office. Do you have any of this? Do you have this? Do you have this? You go in and the doctor's like, bend over. It's got the... Well, what says here that you have anal fissures and syphilis? Oh, God damn it. I was in a hurry, dude. And that's what happens if you're in a hurry and you don't pay attention to what's written. You get syphilis again, like we had from 2016 to 2021. That's what you're going to have. You're going to have anal fissures and syphilis, like Deb Fisher.
That's what
whose middle name,
what Deb Fisher is.
Yeah, she's an anal. Her middle name is it's A. I'm pretty sure that's Deb Anal Fisher. I'm pretty sure that's what that fucking stands for. But I told them, I says, here's the deal. If you're against, I used the fascism argument too. I said, okay, so it's real simple. There's a lot of people who, and I know a lot of people will disagree with this, but I says, okay, you don't want to vote for Kamala. Okay, that's fine. You don't like her policies, that's okay too. But consider it like this. You're not voting for her. You're casting one more vote that the fucking Mango Mussolini doesn't get. And yeah, by not voting, sure. Well, I exercise that right too. But, I mean, unless you really like the guy, just jump in and help us the fuck out. It's going to be better for all of us overall. To just go, you know what? I don't like her policies. I didn't like Biden, but I didn't vote for Biden. I voted against Trump because I thought it was that important that he did not get to the White House again. So, I mean, the Republicans are unscrupulous. I don't think there's anything unscrupulous with me telling people, who cares if you like her or don't like her? You're not voting for her, you're voting against fascism, period.
Well, it's not like it's Obama versus Romney where there really wasn't a giant stake in the country during that election.
I don't know. I see the point of voting strategically or having like red lines that you won't cross as well. Local elections and local organizing is much more important than voting in the first place anyway.
I know some people give Bernie supporters in 2016 shit for, quote, not voting for Hillary.
Statistically, they did.
Yeah, statistically they did, but let's just entertain that for a second. But it's like, people didn't want us to get into another neoliberal, like, circle jerk, you know? And people wanted to make a message. It was like, like, stop giving us garbage candidates or you'll get Trump. And we got Trump.
And they like it, which is really scary. This is all setting up. Here's what's going to happen. Mark my words on this. Trump wins. Everybody's waiting for the doom and gloom. Oh, it gets way worse than you think. Trump wins. Trump goes, yeah, I know, you know, secretly he's like, I know I can't do it because I'm fucking retarded. So they invoke the 25th. Vance now takes over. It was the play all along. Vance couldn't win, but if he's the VP, well, now he's the president. So that was fucking easy. And Marjorie Taylor Greene is now your fucking VP.
I don't think that's what's...
Yeah. I thought that basically they were gonna get rid of him for Pence, and it never happened. So that's kind of my.
Yeah, I think he just wants to. I think his main motivation right now is not going to jail, and so he just wants to get reelected so he can pardon himself, and then he'll sit around and watch cable news all day.
Yeah.
While his army of advisors makes everything worse for everyone else.
Yeah, we saw how he governed the country. It's going to be like the same, but probably a little worse.
Well, and some of the things that he's talking about doing, I don't doubt his sincerity, and that's the issue. Like when he talks about rounding up political opponents, doing this, that, and the other, and being a dictator, I don't doubt it.
That's some pretty scary shit.
I
shouldn't be saying shit like that.
No, and I don't doubt that he means it. Could he pull it off? Maybe. I don't know, but that's beside the point. Somebody in his position should not be saying that kind of shit. Like it boggles my fucking mind that this clown, anybody's even entertained this clown. Like but he does love the poorly educated, and that proves it. That they say, oh, they make fun of your liberal arts degree, and that's fine. Make fun of that, but he loves the poorly educated, and I mean. I'm smarter than you, motherfuckers. That was my liberal arts degree. Turns out I'm way fucking smarter than you are, stupid. When he says poorly educated, he's talking to you. You think like, oh, he's talking about like, nope, he's talking to you, Cletus. Like if you've got truck nuts, he's talking to you. Like that's. By the way, that truck didn't come with those. You know that, right? If your truck, I just want to ruin your lives for you. You conservative truck driving piece of shit. Like, if your truck that you bought did not come with the truck nuts already on it and you put them on, your truck is trans. Deal with that. Fucker. So, yeah, they're going to hate that now.
Anyway, the person who I hate the most in mainstream political discourse, this is a politician. This is someone who has very much demeshed himself in the campaign. As just being really fucking annoying is Elon Musk.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my God.
Oh, Muskie.
Did you hear his clip from the Nazi rally at Madison Square Garden where he tries to start a USA chant and he just kind of goes off beat and then goes, USA, USA, And that's basically what it sounds like.
I saw he tried to do the cringy dark MAGA line again.
Oh, he's doing dark gothic MAGA now.
Dark gothic MAGA.
God.
like,
Tucker doesn't even listen to Bauhaus, I bet. But yeah. Anyway, and then like that, him jumping around like an idiot was apparently he's trying to make an X with his body, which is even worse.
yeah.
I'd rather he
that.
just be jumping around like a child than that.
Oh, they did that last night at that political comedy thing. The guy that was doing Trump. He said, I don't want to answer any more questions. I just listen to the nice music for 45 minutes. I'm just going to stand here and go like this. It'll be great.
Jerk off two dudes.
Yeah.
And give this microphone oral.
Yeah. So did I mention how ugly Kamala is? He just kept going back to that. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, this is a music podcast.
Yeah.
And we have 2 more sides to get to. But don't worry, they're short.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
While you cue that up, I'm going to go piss.
Sounds good. We're going to listen to Gettysburg. I'm sure it'll be a masterpiece compared to the rest of the record. It's another example of the iced earth time distortion effect where we lost track of where we were. Anyway, welcome back from side 3 of Gettysburg. What'd you guys think?
Started better than anything previously on here. Production value was like noticeably better, which was weird. Like, why bury all the songs you spent actual money on this late in the whole project?
Yeah, like, I think if he would have started out with these songs, it would have made the album a lot better.
Yeah, nobody would have listened to the first album. Nobody would have listened to the other shit, and that's probably why. Because it knows they suck.
Oh, we forgot to get you a different stand. Oops.
Say la vie.
I am talking out of my wiener.
Yeah.
I mean, overall, I think I probably have a higher tolerance for generic metal than either of you. But, like, overall, I thought that was a decent listen. Probably just a little too long. But comparatively to the rest of the album, like, noticeably better production, noticeably better energy. The guitars didn't sound like a freaking MIDI Guitar Pro program. The drums actually had some punch to it. It's like, you can tell he put all of his money into this trilogy.
I could hear the bass for the first time.
Seriously, yeah, we could actually hear the bass.
Yeah.
Like, the entire time, like, the whole rest of the album sounded so fucking thin. And, you know, I'll give side 3 or the Gettysburg trilogy or whatever some props in not being totally generic.
Yeah.
I will give it none. Because, you know, somebody's got to play the spoiler. I'm just going to shit all over it because whoever's decision it was to, like you said, to put that at the end is stupid. That's stupid. And, like,
you know, John came up with that because he's like, oh, it's got to be on its own disc. Because on the CD release, it's got its own little disc and everything, so... I don't know. Maybe you should have just released an EP and then left all those other songs on the cutting room floor.
Yeah. Maybe the whole thing started as, hey, let's do a concept album about Gettysburg. They ran out of ideas with 3 songs. Do like, okay, just one for the day, and then they recorded a whole bunch of bullshit for a military, like, full album to go with it.
I'm relatively sure that's exactly what happened. I'll bet you they... And, you know, there's probably information out on there, so if this is contradictory, then...
We're just going to record fight songs for the next 10 Republican candidates. That's what we're going to do. Just write fight songs for them.
What if this was the same as... What if this became, like, as popular at, like, Republican conventions as, like, that one song in 2016 was always played at, like, the Hillary conventions, the, you know, this is my fight song. Yeah, that one.
They should do I Kissed a Girl and I Liked It. That'd be a good one.
Well, you know...
Because nobody at the Republican convention ever probably has.
Yeah. Hi-oh.
You know, would be really funny is to see John Schaefer and Kid Rock have to interact, because you know John Schaefer hate his fucking guts.
Yeah. Well, you know, Kid Rock is a rich asshole cosplaying as, you know, everyday working class guy. John Schaefer actually has, you know, from more of a normal background, and yeah.
They still both work at the same car lot on weekends, so...
You know what Kid Rock should do to put a nail in the coffin of this album is he should sample it like he did to the Metallica song that he ruined, and just put a horrible rap over it. I guess he doesn't really do that anymore, though, does he?
No.
He ruined Sweet Home Alabama too.
Yeah.
Well, he claims he ruined Werewolves of London, but that's fine.
Werewolves of London is unruinable.
Yeah, pretty much. It's because it's Sweet Home Alabama. That's why Sweet Home Alabama is unruinable.
Yeah. Bum, 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 bum.
I saw him drinking a pina colada at Trader Vic's. His hair is fantastic.
All right, since Sean's not here, let's decide. What do you think Sean would think?
I think Sean would have hated it.
Yeah, he would have hated it.
Yeah, Sean would have hated it more than we did, I think. The
He'd be
songs,
losing his shit right now.
the songs all kind of ran together, so it's going to be hard to do individual notes. I did.
That's the thing. Like I said when I opened it back up, like we lost track of time. Like we were sitting there going, "Is this which song is this?" And then suddenly it was over.
Yeah, I figured out when we got to the second song, July the 2nd, because they mentioned Little Round Top, which, history fact, that was on the second day where there's the mini battle of Little Round Top at Gettysburg. But somewhere it just ended because they're talking about a charge. It was like, oh, they're talking about the charge at Little Round Top. No, it was Pickett's charge because the song ended and it got to day 3. But yeah, history lesson there. Military history as a whole is boring compared to studying social movements and why people did things rather than the logistics of when an army outflanked the other or whatever. But yeah.
Oh, I see. The third part of this trilogy, High Water Mark, is on the next side. So.
Oh, okay. So that was still.
Yeah. So that was okay. That makes sense.
Okay. I kind of like the interpolation they did of When Johnny Comes Marching Home Again. That was all right. However, I will say The Clash did it better when they did English Civil War. So, you know.
More bangers, more beans I mash. Can we review the Get Him to the Greek soundtrack?
If you want to bring it in, we'll do it.
Fucking dude, African Child. I brushed my teeth to that song.
Russell Brand is now a Republican influencer, so that'd be funny.
Yeah.
I definitely want to do that Garth Brooks album, the Chris Gaines one.
Oh yeah, we definitely have to do that. And Angus McSix and the Sword of Power. It's the best power metal ever. You're gonna be like, what the fuck? Skeletor, the He-Man Sword of Power, all kinds of cool shit going on with this guy. Yeah, I got a whole list of just shit where you'd be like, Jesus Christ, this. Why are we doing this again? Like the Gourds, what is it, 9-minute version? The Gourds, they're a bluegrass band, so they got banjos and all that kind of stuff. And they do a killer version of Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Gin and Juice.
My mind on my
I'll
mind.
be rolling down the street smoking Nando, sipping on gin and juice. My mind on my money and my money on my mind. It's like 9 minutes. It's fucking great.
Nice.
Yeah, so overall, not a whole lot to say about those two songs. The first one was all right.
And then the second one reminded me why I hated the first two sides, but with better production values.
Like as the most metal guy, I suppose. Adam's pretty metal too, but
You have a better tolerance for shitty metal than I do.
Yeah, I have a better tolerance for shitty metal, so I didn't mind the whole thing, but really nothing to write home about.
Yeah, it wasn't special, but it wasn't like offensive to my senses like the first two sides.
Yeah.
During side 2, you just looked absolutely miserable the whole time.
Yeah.
All right, let's finish this shit out. And then
Let's finish this shit out.
That's what I'm gonna do
like
when I
the
get
election.
home. I'm just gonna fucking shit after listening to all this. It's like a fucking colonic and shit.
Iced Earth, it's gonna clean you out. All right, here we go.
Do it alone though, while the two of us sit there playing video games with noise canceling headphones.
And his favorite foods, but he's busy right now, so he can't have them.
Yeah.
and play your favorite games and eat your favorite foods, and you can't have any. So you complete the task. And if you don't complete it, if you don't get through it quick enough, then chicken wings are going to be gone, buddy.
What is this, an Impractical Jokers
Yep.
punishment?
Yep.
Sean's like, I didn't even lose a game or anything. You guys just do this to me. All right, so that was the last song in the Gettysburg trilogy, and then When the Eagle Cries.
Gettysburg, wow. Never fight uphill, me boys. Never fight uphill.
Yeah, remember the airports during the Revolutionary War?
I do.
Yeah.
I remember the TSA was a nightmare.
They're afraid you would take a musket on the plane.
Wait, stop! I'm making musket motions. Well,
Yeah. Those are musket motions, all right? You're powdering your musket.
that's what I'm gonna start calling it now. Oh, I'm making musket motions.
Yeah, I'm going to go powder my musket so I can blow a load.
I do think the Gettysburg wow moment was the last time Trump was like really funny. He's been pretty low energy this campaign otherwise.
His heart is not in it.
No.
It's because he's pooping everywhere. Did you see him on Good Morning America or whatever?
No.
He's sitting on the white couch. They had a black mat underneath him. They claim it was his jacket, but if you watch the cut, they cut it, and the audio even glitches. They said, he had his coat underneath him. It wasn't his fucking coat, dude. He had a fucking doggy pad. So he fucking piss on the white couch.
Yeah, he's going through his campaign kind of like I went through projects in high school, like just kind of, doing the bare minimum.
Either way, you can't fail me. Either way, I'm gonna be the president. It might be the president of the PTA, but I'll be the president. They're like, no, sir, you can't do that. My mom, she gets so mad. She's like, he shouldn't be able to run for dog catcher. And I'm like, you have to run for that? Like,
that'd be a pretty funny job for him.
Blame Congress. They could have made it so he could never run again.
Seriously, I saw Mitch McConnell say something like anti-Trump, and I'm like, motherfucker, you personally could have ended all of this.
Yeah.
So all he had to do was tell us how many licks it took to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop. Mitch McConnell either looks like the owl or he looks like a turtle that lost his shell. Him and Pete Ricketts, just turtles without shells.
Yeah.
I'm going to D.C. to get shells back for everyone.
I saw Pete Ricketts in real life at a gas station. It was disgusting.
I could have sworn Mitch McConnell would have, several years ago when he would, suddenly stare off into space and start disassociating because he saw the Grim Reaper coming or whatever. I could have sworn he would have died by now.
Oh, yeah.
Or when he had his necrotic hand.
I know. I'm surprised he's still alive.
I forgot he was.
This decrepit old mummy. Yeah.
I don't say mummy because Pence will come in. Mother?
Mummy? Mother, can I have a glass of warm milk before we engage in our yearly round of missionary?
Oh, no, she totally fucks him. They're into some weird-ass shit, dude. I promise you. They're in some weird-ass shit, unfathomable depths of depravity. That's the only way you get to be Trump's VP. You got to be as sick as he was, so you don't even want to know the shit Pence has done.
I mean, I think the most depraved thing high office elected Republican has ever done is Mike Johnson, the NoFap podcaster who's Speaker of the House, with his porn sharing app with his son.
Adam, do you have a porn sharing app with your son?
Well, he's not my son, but he's somebody's son.
I wonder how many people use that app to be like, oh, that's a good one. I should.
I'm sure some do.
Like Dana and her mom use the child tracking app, but she's in her late 30s, and it's just to make sure she's safe.
Yeah. The weird thing about those Christian accountability apps, cattle apps, whatever you want to call them, is they're not very well programmed. That's the kind of thing. I'm sure hypothetically, someone could really hack Mike Johnson's phone because he uses that.
He's on ChristianTingle.com.
Yeah.
You didn't hear it here first, folks.
Yeah. It's just a shitty app with shitty IT.
Who is... I remember somebody mentioned that somebody was using that app and he got around it by using a Linux partition on his hard drive.
Yeah, that's the worst possible person we could be talking about now. Josh Duggar.
Oh yeah.
Convicted pedophile Josh Duggar.
Who we have a song about.
Yeah.
Oh God. Wasn't he the one that molested his sisters and stuff too?
Yes, and that is not all he did. Even.
Oh yeah, no, it's
it's bad.
Yeah. I want to make a joke about that, but I mean.
Yeah. No,
it's
That was Dave's attempt to be as fucked up lyrically as he could be.
Just write a song about Josh Duggar.
Yeah.
To make sure I still had that amount of vitriol in me by writing the most fucked up song I could think of. So I write a song about Josh Duggar.
I suppose
it's my favorite song to play on drums too.
I suppose the worst part about incest, obviously, is like fingering your sister and finding your dad's wedding ring. See, it's like that was horrible. He did horrible things. That shit's funny though.
Yeah.
Cause fuck him. Well, I mean, he did. But
I think George R.R. Martin's at the door.
yeah. Big floppy
Everybody, let's see what
wieners.
George R.R. Martin thinks of the Gettysburg trilogy.
There's not enough wieners.
Never fight uphill, me
Big
boys.
floppy wieners.
George R.R. Martin, knows about pre-World War I battle tactics. He would probably have opinions about fighting uphill, me boys.
George R.R. Martin would probably be able to write a fucking killer power metal album.
Oh, he could. It would probably.
That's the entire Game of Thrones thing.
I don't think it would be as good as Christopher Lee's "Spill the Blood of the Saxon Men," but yeah.
But few things are.
Yeah. But yeah, High Water Mark. It was too long. It kept going. It did remind me how many Confederates died on July 3rd, 1863, though. So that's good.
Oh, he's got a point.
Yeah, a lot of them died.
Mark was high enough for me to have drowned instead of having to hear that damn song. But
yeah, it was like it was like what you said about the second song in the Gettysburg trilogy. It just sounded like a better produced version of the songs on the album. So
yeah, Acoustic Eagle sounded better than the original Eagle.
Yeah. And we're not saying it sounded good.
No, it just sounded better.
Yeah, it just sounded better. Like
it was better produced. It was a better use of instrumentation.
Yeah,
like it works better. Like as a song, it works better on acoustic guitar than, or at least how they arranged it for acoustic guitar.
They really should have put that version on the album, but I'll bet you they were like, well, we can't put an acoustic song on a metal album.
You can, and in fact, if you're a fucking big enough asshole, you can put 5 of them on there.
Yeah.
I did that with the Invader album because we were just supposed to do 5 songs. But then we had the 5 like really cool, like down-tuned stoner doom acoustic tracks we'd finish for another project, and we were like, well, we could just do 10 songs. So what are we gonna do? Metal song, acoustic song, metal song, acoustic song. We're like, goddamn right. So that's what we did all whole fucking
I remember
album.
it working. Like I remember it floating. Yeah.
It was a nice little, thing, and ending it with Howl About America. So if you're listening to this, you should check that out. The album and the band. It's called Super Invader. It's self-titled. I think it came out in 2012. And the ending of the album is a song called Howl About America. And it's I believe it's lines from the movie The Network, I believe. He's talking about you have to open your window and say I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore. I'm a human being, God damn it. My life has value. But yeah, it ends really like very relevant to what we're talking about right now.
Yeah, when you guys put that album out, that's about the same time that we met, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I remember you came to a Megaton show and I had no idea it was you.
Yeah.
You came up to congratulate me, and I just thought you were like some regular guy. It was just like, oh, nice set.
Had no idea what would come of that meeting or who would come at that meeting. It was Nate. Just watching security camera in the back room, standing on a chair.
One time I called Nate to try to book a show, and he hung up on me.
That sounds about right. He's probably fucking back there standing on his chair choking himself.
Well, I found out years later he thought we were drowning in the Platte because he said, I'm not going to book some 2-piece metal band.
No, that was whatchamacallit. That was Serena fucking Karathos, I believe. That was who he thought you guys were. He thought you guys were a 2-piece death metal. But he was confusing you guys with them.
Oh.
Yeah. Because when I finally did get them booked, remember how hard it was to get that project actually booked?
Yeah.
And then he was like, God damn it. And I was like, sorry, dude. I might have told a little white lie just to get my friend's band to play here. But what you going to do now? I'm the sound engineer.
And then we played there like a whole bunch.
Yep. And I wrote a song about an octopus.
Yeah, the first time we ever played there, Kurt, the photographer, he put the show on. I forget who we were opening for, but there's a bunch of pictures of the OG Megaton lineup on my website playing.
Oh, nice.
Playing at Shamrocks.
Dave and Rob.
Yep, that was the Dave and Rob era.
Dave and Rob.
I could tell Kurt
In the morning.
I can tell Kurt didn't like our band, but I think he thought we had potential.
Kurt's kind of hard to read sometimes.
Oh yeah, he really is.
Yeah, and you're like, I don't know if he's kidding or not. I'm gonna take your wife to a movie. I'm like, that's a weird flex, but okay. They get a phone call like, hey, is she about ready? Because we're going to this movie. I'm like, I'm just fucking kidding, but all right, dude, I'm gonna have fun. Go see The Nun with my wife, I guess.
The Nun too.
Yeah, he's married to a nun. None in the morning, none in the afternoon, and none at night. Hell yeah, brother! Woo!
So when you go home today to your spouses, put on one of the power ballads from this album to really put the mood on.
Oh, we have a house guest right now.
Well, you don't fuck with house guests? Fuck that, you're in my house, motherfucker. Welcome to Thunderdome, bitch. Better provide some noise canceling shit. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, nope. Shit, I don't know if anybody in my house could sleep without that noise going on in the background. Like, I haven't been able to sleep lately. I don't know why.
You should take the acoustic version of this song and bring it into your next band practice and be like, Memphis, we're going to cover this, and just try to keep a straight face the whole time.
He'd be like, no. He'd be like, 2 problems with that. 1, I'm not doing that. And 2, we're not doing that. And 3, you're not good enough to pull that off. Next. Like, yeah, he'd be like, I thought we were a doom band. No, we're power metal? Ugh. We make up our mind? No, we can't. We're whatever we want to be at any given time. If it's lucrative and it's going to be fun, then we're a country band tonight. If it's lucrative and it's fun, we're a doom band tonight. We give a shit. Like, what are you, a genres jumper?
That's why you got 2 names.
Yep, Wasabi Bobby is the nice guys that hang out at your house while you're at work and fuck your mom and drink your juice boxes and eat your Lunchables. And Beyond Colossus is the evil version of that band that shows up, drinks your juice boxes, eats your Lunchables, makes your mom iron his work shirts, and fucks her while you're there.
For some reason that reminded me of a description of Motorhead, where it's like, Motorhead's the kind of band where if they move in next door, the grass on your lawn dies.
Yeah, property values plummet.
That'd be nice. We should get Motorhead to move in next to all of us so we can get our taxes down a little bit.
Yeah. And not have to mow anymore.
Shit. But you guys mow? I don't know. Shit just magically gets done somehow.
My dad does it for me, so
I pay someone
Mine
to
too.
do it.
Weird how that works, huh? Like, they're old. They like it. Don't worry about it. It's hot as hell out there. They like it. Leave them alone. I got them a lawnmower that's fucking battery powered. And it weighs like fucking 8 pounds, dude. This thing's gnarly. It'll chop a fucking tree in half. But he's out there like one hand, like, well, it makes him feel young and strong again.
Hey, it gets him out of the house and it's exercise. So.
Yeah. He's like, man, it's like I retired and then your mom retired. Man, if I knew she was going to make me do shit, I'd have kept working. He's like, fuck, man, she always got me doing something. I'm like, yeah, well. They're to the age where they wear matching T-shirts and shit. Like, more than, like, once in a while. I'm like, oh, my God, you two. And I'm like, you're so fucking cute, but also gross. Stop it. My kids are like, how do you think we feel? I was like, yeah, but me and your mom are hot. Grandma and Grandpa aren't. Big difference, dude. Big difference. It's starting to sound like a Duggar over here. Jesus. Doug Duggar. He's the other brother. He didn't get in trouble. He only fucking molests himself. Like, we can't have you on the show because you can't take your hand off your dick for more than 3 seconds. He's got that Michael Jackson disease where he can't stop screaming and touching his wiener.
All right, that was a glorious burden. We do not recommend.
No,
Nope.
None of us.
Nope.
that was as long as whatever hell you're experiencing on election day, doom scrolling, waiting for results that aren't going to come for 3 weeks anyway.
Yeah, it really had that vibe. Like I remember when we were listening to the first side, I looked around at all of us just looked miserable. Like usually, you know, when we listen to like some of my weird ones, like the Ace Frehley record or the Samson record, or like even the Diano record, those are actually fun to listen to together.
Yeah.
And I would say there wasn't really like any fun moments.
No, this was just painful.
Yeah.
This was just. I thought we were all friends, man, but I mean, I don't know, dude.
I feel like this is probably going to be less entertaining to listen to than the Pyromania review.
Yeah, probably.
I think the first half will be, because I was a little unhinged on that first half.
Oh, when Sean yelled at me, that was fucking golden.
Yeah. This will be a slog. I bet people are going to start skipping at this point. So we should probably wrap up.
Yeah.
Or fucking keep listening, because if you're listening to this right now, you ain't got shit else to do. You ain't got no fucking life, dude. Like, just fucking keep listening. We're at 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Wait till dead silent, and then wait 4 minutes and 20 seconds, and you'll get a little surprise. You got to wait 4 minutes and 20 seconds after this ends. When Steve says goodbye, you'll see there's extra space. You should listen to this till the end of that space. We're going to give you a really special surprise.
I am going to put my single at the end, so that's really happening.
See? It's premeditated skullduggery. I like that word's back in the lexicon. I like that.
It's a good word.
Yep. It's sad that Trump and them are the ones that brought it back, but still. They filed shit in court accusing people of skullduggery. I was like, I didn't even know that was a crime. Like, dude, that's sweet. They're bringing back some good fucking words. You know, he didn't come up with that shit. He's like, I never touched a skull. I did never dug anything up.
I wonder how many death metal bands have that name.
Skullduggery, probably a few.
When I chose Kill Rock for my solo project name, I'm like, I'm shocked some black metal band hasn't like snapped this up yet, but it's kind of obscure.
Yeah.
And when they do, then you can swoop in and go, hey.
I think my Scottish cousins will probably end up listening to my music and being like, we're very disappointed in that lad.
You should
Do cover my drunken Irish dad on the next one.
What you should do is you should figure out that guitar sound from "In a Big Country" by Big Country, where the guitars sound like bagpipes.
I wonder. I had an organ pedal for a while that made my guitar sound like an organ.
Burn out?
I wonder if there's. Yeah, it did. I wonder if there's a bagpipe alternative to that. I would actually buy that.
I bet you with a combination of like reverbs and choruses and shit on the actual amp, I bet you could get some shit that would fucking, because you have your volume pedal. So I bet with enough, I bet you could really dial that shit in and fucking use your little gas pedal thing there to like make stuff sound like other stuff.
In a big country, dreams stay with you.
All right. Well, we recommend you vote your conscience. This has been Side 1, Side B with Dave and Steve. I'm Steve.
I'm Dave.
Check out Adam's bands, Beyond Colossus, Wasabi Bobby, and plug your short film.
Yeah, we just released a short film. You can find that on our official Instagram, Beyond Colossus Official. It was for a Halloween short film contest. So me and my daughter put something together, and it's very 6 minutes and 30 seconds of psychological terror, fear of the unknown, if you will. Very opposite of your normal slasher type thing. But you have to use your brain if you're going to watch. You have to put two and two together. You don't have to think that hard, but I mean, if you like to wear a red hat around with white letters on it, let's say something stupid, you're probably not going to get it. But yeah, that's on our official site. And yeah, if we get some good responses and people like it, then we will release the director's cut with 14 and a half seconds of additional footage. So yeah, you should check that out. It's called Lost Time.
Lost Time.
Yep.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on. And Dave?
Catch you on the flip side.
I said thanks for coming on me.
Everyone, thanks for making it to the end of our podcast. Now, check out my single, Incompatibility, a song I wrote about feeling incompatible in the workplace. You can check it out at my website, killrockmusic.com. That's KILRAVOCK music.com, or you can check it out on various streaming services or my Bandcamp page. Check it out. Thanks.
Drain away One Side B is a Floof Goof Studios production. Check us out on the interwebs by going to my website, killrockmusic.com. That's KILRAVOCK music.com. And there's a tab for Side 1, Side B. And additionally, you can check out me and Dave's projects, The Alliterates and Lucid Fugue, respectively. You can also check us out on Instagram at KillRockMusicSWS and Dave_Diction. Thank you.
Waka waka. Suck it. What's up?
Let's shut the fuck up.
We're gonna choke you.
My mouth is on fire.
Let me show you how to jam.
Wrong.
Flip, flip, flip.
Or I can get. I hate the Holocaust too.
I hate that you made me think of that.
What do you know? How can you possibly have an opinion different than my own?
You're giving your friend syphilis of the ear.
What the fuck is wrong with you?